Due to strong language, viewer discretion is advised. Today on Dr. Phil's Rules of Engagement.
This is Dr. Phil House, day 2, and just hit the fan.
The hidden cameras.
He's very abusive.
See, now that's a lie.
I said, get me mozzarella cheese fries. He brought me back mozzarella sticks.
It ain't about cheese fries.
Did he cheat on you?
When I was pregnant.
After jail, I stopped cheating on her. Have you guys ever cheated?
And the biggest challenge yet.
You guys did nothing but cheat, man.
Are we mad?
But you know what you call those? Horse sports.
It was insane. There was cheating done in that game, and then it was unfairness in the other game. Whoa! Do you understand that? Whoa!
Princess Stephanie, what a spoiled brat. Oh my God.
Coming up. Let's do it. I want you to get excited about your life.
Here we go, in 10.
Stand by, camera 6. If it's happening now, we're going to deal with it now.
Stand by, Dr. Phil.
This is going to be a changing day in your life. I'm taking people with real problems and moving them into the Dr. Phil house. I'm going to put you under a microscope. Need a camera here, need one here. I'm putting cameras everywhere to see what really happens behind closed doors. I am moving in with you. To marry or not to marry? That's what I've been asking 4 couples who say they're ready to take the plunge and say, I do. They have concerns about their wedding, the dress, the cake, the flowers, the music. But I had even bigger concerns for these fiancés. Here's what happened last time in the Dr. Phil house when they got a taste of my rules of engagement.
He doesn't give me enough attention.
If she's not the center of attention, I'm the complete enemy.
Princess Stephanie gets waited on. Then we're not getting married. Well, then we're not getting married.
I walk around scared of a person a third of my size.
You should be scared of her. You threaten him and beat him up to get him to change. Charming.
If Lisa and I end up getting married, this will be wife number 4. I have this dream to change the world of music.
Thinking you're going to be a famous rock star is like me thinking I'm going to be on the cover of Vogue next week. It's just not going to happen. Scott is a male chauvinist. He said, I will be the man and no one will tell me what to do.
Do you think you're a chauvinist?
I don't know what the Webster's definition of that is.
It was just 3 weeks ago you told her to shove the ring up her.
Tim and I are both 19 years old, and we've been together 2.5 years.
When we found out she was pregnant, it turned our whole life upside down. I don't even have a high school diploma. It's hard enough for us to support ourselves, let alone another human.
You guys strike me as being very naive. I got sweatshirts older than you.
Kaelin's the first boy I loved. We've dated on and off for 10 years. We have an 11-month-old daughter together. My mom and friends think he might kill me one day. Kaelin has slept with more than 300 women.
I still am a boy that wants to live a wild lifestyle. I want Dr. Phil to help me, otherwise I'm going to go to prison.
I lost my friends from you.
Keep telling yourself that.
You strangled one.
I opened the door. Shut the up.
I just hurt for you.
You want to marry into that?
Dr. Phil opened a can of worms.
If you think you should get married, I want you to stand up right now.
What does your fiance wear that you can't stand?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I don't like cheaters. Scott had 2 cards with different answers on it. I feel very uncomfortable. I'm sick to my stomach.
Turn to the right. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
I'm cool. Just shut up.
It's just so rude. It doesn't see it.
You gotta really lay into it, Steph.
Honey, I'm 110 pounds.
I know.
How would you want me to lay into this?
Forget it. Let's go. It's a bunch of
Look at me.
How many times are we gonna get screwed?
What the heck?
These guys are cheating again. Believe it?
This is supposed to be a fun experience, and it's not fun for me. Like, I'm taking off my mic. God, blame me now.
The team in the lead was Team 1, Kaelin, Lacey, Scott, and Lisa. And not too far behind was Team 2, Steve, Stephanie, Tim, and Lily. They just finished the second part of the challenge where the guys on each team shop for the food. Now, for the third part of the challenge, we wanted to see which team would be the first to cook dinner.
Carry your baggage. Douse that stuff.
Wait, you
Douse
go on there first, right?
Yep.
Right on top of
Yep,
it,
right there, right there. That's good, that's good, that's good. Not so much, not so much, not so much.
Leave her alone. What is it? Babe, you can't help. Okay,
More, more.
All right, where's the lighter?
We'll get all the stuff.
I'm so pissed, man. I ain't even dealing with that. Everybody's just fed up. Honey, you're doing so good. Go, honey. Go, honey. Go, honey.
I feel like we're shut up.
You guys are just gonna give up.
Yeah, because they're making the fire already.
Why in the world would you give up right now?
How much cheating are we gonna put up with? All right,
At least
let's.
give it a full.
What the hell?
Put those in the heat more. Yeah.
You guys, I'm gonna shut it.
Oh, yeah, and we're gonna try to do that? You guys did nothing but cheat, man. How'd we cheat?
We cheated?
You guys were running, you separated.
So did you guys really separate and break rules?
We didn't separate. Well, while he was handing out the change, I was asking people where stuff was at.
They
Competition sucks, but you know what you call those? Horse sports.
I'm venting, I'll be fine, I'll calm down. That's all. That's all. I don't like being cheated. I'm going to confessional.
Okay, well, it's pretty much done then, huh?
Yeah, it's done.
So let me see what the deal is with temper tantrums.
It just didn't feel very fair. The other team didn't really follow the rules, and I guess the way things are run here is you kind of don't have to follow the rules, and you can still win great prizes.
Yeah, this should be a happy time for someone to win a prize right now, you know?
You have to have a big set of to do that.
What, the cheating cameras on you?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's a shame now, because I don't even want to hang out with them anymore.
They keep saying, you guys separated. I'm waiting for them to come out so we can have a discussion about this. This is retarded.
Well, I think you four should come talk to us about what these issues are, about how we cheated, and not pout in the bedroom. Seriously, this is...
We don't want to talk about it.
Okay, go pout.
I hate powders. No, this is really pissing me off. I'm getting really angry. I'm about to go in there and talk.
No, just relax, chill out.
This is angering me, okay? Don't tell me to shush. I'm mad right now, okay? I don't want to shh.
You tell me to shush when I get mad.
I know, you get mad about stupid things. This is ridiculous.
Did you cheat on Hitched or Ditched? Don't lie. The question that said, what's the least favorite article of clothing you dislike on your fiance? And on the top page, you wrote black dress.
I wrote black dress, and then I wrote nothing later. After. I did it after.
So that's cheating.
Well, then it's cheating. It was a stupid knee-jerk reaction, and you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. That sucks, because we were all really bonding and getting along, you know?
I'm sorry, guys.
No, it's okay. No hard feelings, you know? Happens. That's life. You know what I mean? People make bad mistakes. We're not going to...
We're here for.
Cut your head off for it.
I'm bummed that she's bummed like that, and they're bummed, and it's this
It's
thing.
not that she's bummed, it's that she's spoiled. And she has not won a prize yet. And she's like, I'm here to win a prize. I'm not saying sorry. This is not my fault.
That's why we fight so much.
I already asked them to come out and talk to us while we were in the living room. We don't feel like talking. I didn't like how you came out in the patio and was like, you guys are cheaters. How are we cheaters?
A person did admit that he cheated in Hitched or Ditched, and then that's what happened. That was like a series of events. There was cheating done in that game, and then it was unfairness in the other game. So it wasn't just like one single incident.
Fine. But he came out and he said, you guys are cheaters. It's like, whoa. Whoa.
He was just mad.
Okay, well, I didn't understand where that came from.
It was the cheating that happened before the farm market. Do you understand that? Oh, my God. This is Dr. Phil House, day 2, and just hit the fan. I don't know what's going to happen from here with the other teams. I'm feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. But being as though we're here to get counseled by Dr. Phil, I'm going to stay.
Old linebackers saying that we cheated. What am I supposed to do? We're sorry, Mr. Linebacker. No, wrong. Come here and whine about it to my face. You big 250-pounder. Think you could throw your weight around and be a tough guy because your little 40-pound wife tells you what to do all the time.
You really get to know how people are after they lose a challenge. Oh my God, it was insane. Talk about horse sports. Princess, Stephanie, what a spoiled brat. I think Tim's awesome. Lily, she's a bitch.
This is... We quit. This.
I mean, yeah, she's pregnant, but you know what? I've been there. And it doesn't mean that you can act the way she does.
Coming up, when the women are treated like princesses,
I was sent here to pamper you.
will their fiancés see more than they bargained for?
Wow, that's a strong word.
Yeah.
Hey, chump.
We're not getting married. There's no way. He's very abusive.
You got a pretty brutal woman, dude.
And later,
you allow him to do what he does. You badger and nag, and you nag, and you nag.
I have a lot of animosity toward them. A ton.
Four couples walked into the Dr. Phil house thinking that they were ready to say, I do. But after several challenges, some of the couples were beginning to wonder if they should ever tie the knot. The women complained that their fiancés never give them enough attention. So I invited a couple of good-looking guys to pamper the women while the guys secretly watched.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, you must be Princess Stephanie.
You could just call me Stephanie.
My name's Freddie.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Oh my
I was
God.
told that you aren't pampered as much as you deserve. So I was sent here to pamper you.
Okay.
So, we can do a number of things. I can either give you a nice massage, or we could just sit and talk.
Let's sit and talk.
Okay,
That'd
that
be
sounds
great.
good.
I knew right then that it was a setup. And I knew I was not taking the bait at all as much as I wanted a massage from it. I mean, not from him, but I wanted a massage, like, in general.
So, you're engaged?
Yeah.
Yeah. How is that working out?
Good and bad.
Yeah.
You know, all relationships have good points and bad points.
What's so great about the guy?
After 2.5 years, he still takes my breath away when I see him.
Yeah, so beat it, shrimp. Take a hike. I was fine with the guy coming in. I knew he didn't have a chance. I mean, I'm pretty much the total package with a little bit of rough edges, so as long as I could smooth them out, put a stamp on me and mail me, I'm good to go.
Unfortunately, the romantic end of it, he lacks a little bit.
But when it comes to the romance thing, it falls all on the guy. Like, how come only certain things are split 50-50 and other things are
Rip
all
my
on the guy?
pants off me every now and then.
Does he tell you how much he loves you?
Only when I tell him he's not telling me.
Yeah, which is like every other minute.
Is he a good listener? Or does he do all the talking?
No, he's a good listener, but he doesn't remember stuff. I say, get me mozzarella cheese fries. He brought me back mozzarella sticks.
Like, she freaked out. She wouldn't eat the whole meal because she didn't have her cheese fries.
It sounds like he doesn't treat you special enough all the way around.
Right.
You should be treated like a princess.
Yeah.
Lacey?
Yeah.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm Mike. Nice to meet you.
Thank God I got the ugly one, man.
Let's talk about your fiance. How's it going with him?
He's most of the time.
Wow, that's a strong word.
Yeah. Well, normally I use I don't know if that's able to be told.
Well, I mean, that's a lot to say. Is there a reason?
He's cheated on me. He's been physical with me. We have a daughter together, and he doesn't really pay much attention to her or my daughter from the previous relationship. There's a whole bunch of issues.
When she explains the things I've done to her when I'm drinking or pretty much everyday life, it made me pretty sad, you know, because she is a good woman.
When you said he got physical with you?
Yeah, he has a couple times.
Really?
Yeah, when I was pregnant, he pushed me through a wall. He took me to the floor by my hair.
I feel really bad about that, just so you guys know.
And did he cheat on you after?
When I was pregnant.
Wow.
Twice when I was
That was a pretty
pregnant.
proper word then earlier.
Yeah.
After jail, I stopped cheating on her. I didn't want to set myself up. You know, have you guys ever cheated? You don't love them the same. You treat them differently.
Have you ever cheated on him?
Nope.
Never?
Never. He always accuses me of cheating, and
Oh, yeah, I guess I do always think she cheats on me. I don't trust anybody. I always think everybody's out to get me.
Have you ever, like, thought about cheating just to get back at him?
he'd kill the guy, I'm sure. And he'd make my life a living hell.
What if he knew what we were doing right now, like just sitting here talking?
I'd throw him through a wall.
Oh, yeah, if we were in a bedroom talking, he'd be like, what the
Doesn't seem like a very good guy, but I'm sure you'll straighten him out.
Eat chump. Beat the grease out of your hair.
Hi.
Hello.
I just think ours is going to be completely boring.
I know.
Feel like a fish out of water.
Lily.
John.
John.
Nice to meet you. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. You can relax, chill out. You want to lay back? Or you good?
No, I'm good. Good.
All right.
I think I know what's going on here.
So, for your boyfriend / fiance, like, what's he like?
Perfect.
Oh, dude, that's good right there.
Oh, dude, that's gold.
I know. Why couldn't mine said that?
Would you like me to massage your neck?
Did you hear what he said? Would you like me to massage your neck or something?
Did he?
Yeah.
Just sounds annoying.
She's probably just pissed because they put her in a room and having some guy try to hit on her. I'm sure we'll hear about it.
I did not want to make eye contact with the guy that came into the room.
And he started hitting, like, can I give you a foot rub? You want to lay back? I was like, good thing my baby's there. He's screaming, like, get away from my mom.
Hi there. Hi, I'm Storm. How you doing?
I'm really nervous. I'm Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. It's very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So you're getting married in about a month.
We're not getting married. There's no way. Because he's very abusive, verbally abusive, and emotionally abusive.
See, now that's a lie. That's a lie.
You got a pretty brutal woman, dude.
I cook. I do everything. He shows up at my house, which I own. Once in a while, he'll contribute something, but he doesn't give of himself.
I've built half her house. I mean, construction, money in her bank.
She's angry at you. Big time.
I hear that he's a singer.
He likes to sing.
What do you think about his music?
He's 47 years old, and when I met him, he told me it was a hobby, and he told me it was on the back burner, and I kind of thought he'd outgrown it. And now he's out, instead of making house payments, he's spending $1,500 on photo shoots of headshots.
It's always at the expense of making a joke of me. Always.
It embarrasses you?
Yeah. Oh, he's a wannabe singer.
Oh, that sucks.
Public.
That sucks.
You got a good man, you got to build him up. You can't break him down in front of people.
I tell him there are a lot of people coming to California trying to make it. They're absolutely gorgeous. They have incredible voices, and they're not paying people to give them these lessons and this and that. I'm like, I don't think it works that way. Scott thinks that I'm a dream killer and that I'm a witch, basically.
All I've ever wanted is to just tell her, look, can you lighten up? And it just encouraged me. She can't.
Coming up, tempers flare when the men confront their mates with what they just witnessed.
Could you say all the positive things about me?
Oh, make it up.
Geez, you don't have to show my underwear.
These people talk, but they don't listen to each other.
You obviously don't listen to me.
I have a lot on my mind.
I should be the first thing on your mind.
These people have some serious problems.
As you saw, the girls didn't hold back, telling complete strangers the good, bad, and the ugly about their relationships as their fiancés secretly watched. That created even more tension in the house.
Something dawned on me. That is your personality. You don't look at it as making fun of me, but I do. Where Lisa was sharing how she really feels, it was difficult to take. When we talk about it in a normal setting, it's one thing, but with other folks, you're kind of left wide open. I have to know why you have to make your funnies at the expense of hurting me.
He views all the humor that I use as a put down. I don't view it that way, because I laugh at myself. Nobody does that to you. That's in your head.
That's the point. You don't realize you do it. Could you say all the positive things about me?
But they're not asking that kind of stuff. And they're
So what? Do it anyway.
Oh, make it up?
No, I'm not asking you to make things up. But geez, you don't have to show my underwear. You know, when you're coming out like, oh, he's gonna this and he's gonna that. I would never do that to you.
He's very abusive, verbally abusive. And I would never say to you, take your ring and shove it up
You know,
your...
I don't know how many times I have to tell you I'm sorry. I'm sorry about it. It keeps getting brought up again and again and again. And it seems as like when I make a slip, you know, it's really going to be public record.
Maybe I need to stop being who I am, and I'm not going to do that. I already did that.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah, you are.
But I'm saying get
you
it
told
under...
me before.
These people talk, but they don't listen to each other. It's always they're thinking about what they're going to say next while that person is talking.
No.
We have an understanding of you. How you work, how sensitive you are, how broken you are, how everything you are. Everything is always about you. It just keeps going around and around where I'm trying to explain that I didn't mean any harm, and where he keeps trying to explain to me, well, what about this? And I'm so sensitive, and give me a break, and you don't have any compassion. I'm not trying to hurt you.
No, but I know, but do you understand that it hurts me when you say some
Well,
things?
I do now. Scott takes it personally when I use humor.
That's the big lesson for
Hello?
today.
You saw I cracked the case, figured it out. I know what you do.
That's how I feel, okay? That's all.
Okay, well, thank you for telling me. I'm glad that you told me how you feel.
Yeah, but she doesn't know how he felt. She never heard it, never registered.
Everything you were saying, we heard. The most of it I agree with, and, you know, feel the same way. I need work in a lot of different areas.
What do you mean most? What didn't you agree with?
Well, I got a bad memory, remember?
Oh, yeah. You do? How are you going to say you don't? Like, okay, when I ask for mozzarella cheese fries and you come back with mozzarella sticks.
If they can't get along over mozzarella fries or cheese, how are they going to do about money, babies, geography, careers, in-laws, religion? I mean, come on.
You obviously don't listen to me.
I have a lot on my mind.
Well, I should be the first thing on your mind. I got upset because I felt that Steve was disagreeing with what I was saying, that I feel that he only half listens to me. You need to step back from that and say, okay, this is my fiance, the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. Let's pay attention to her.
Over cheese sticks?
Steve, if you know it goes deeper than that.
I hope they realize it's deeper than that.
That's why we're here, right?
All these emotions just came over me, and I'm like, gosh, if we can't even agree, to disagree, how is this going to work? I just want our relationship to work so bad. Sometimes I just feel like we don't have a chance because we're not on the same page.
So there's nothing out of it that you liked or didn't like or learned from?
It was the truth. And it just made me feel bad. I know I've done some terrible stuff in my life, but I'm trying to learn now, so I'm ready for some answers. I mean, their stories are all like, they just bicker. Mine, I beat up on you, you beat up on me, and, it's rough times. Too much anger.
Yep.
She has a lot of good qualities that I really love about her, but, there's a lot of things that I hate about her, too. I hope we can work things out.
Hearing everyone else and hearing what you said was a huge difference.
Is it bad?
It seems like all the other couples are about to cut each other's head off, and I don't feel like we quite fit in around here.
These people have some serious problems.
Well, I'm headed to the house tomorrow, so we're going to find out who has the problems, what they are, and start working on them.
Coming up.
Why are you waiting for him to go?
I've packed up, I've moved out, and then we get back together.
Are you a slow learner?
And which couple used this from Dr. Phil?
If you marry her, she will make you miserable for the rest of your life.
We now return to the Dr. Phil house.
When I came in here, I said, if you think you should get married, stand up. So let me ask the question again. If you think you should get married, stand up. Why didn't you stand up?
We do want to get married, just not right now.
He says, I'm still a boy that wants to live a wild lifestyle.
He said that a few times, and I've told him, if that's what you want to do, then go.
Why is he waiting for him to go? Why wouldn't you decide, I have a standard, you either meet it or you don't, and right now you don't?
I've packed up, I've moved out, and then he begs me back. He turns into Prince Charming for a month or whatever, and then we get back together. Then a month later, he's back to this.
Are you a slow learner?
No.
I mean, seriously, you have to ask yourself that, don't you? Let's face it, you got to have ownership in this, right?
Oh, I'm sure.
Because if things start getting a little calm, you know how to push the buttons, don't you? And there's sometimes it builds up in you where you just got to pick a fight. You allow him to do what he does. You badger and nag. And you nag, and you nag, and you know you nag.
When I start nagging at him if he irritates me?
Yeah, it's just not hard for you to get on something and start pecking. Particularly when you're burned by what he's done.
I have a lot of animosity toward them. A ton.
I know I nag at Kaylin, but it's just the fact that he doesn't help. He doesn't talk. And that's when I keep pushing him. There's times that I don't even know who he is when he gets all angry and crazy.
What are you so angry about?
I have no idea. I've done a lot of bad stuff in my life.
Do you not like yourself?
Most of the times, no.
You have unbridled anger. And I guarantee you, it's baggage that fills up a room. It's kind of like you can get up every day, and it's kind of like, okay, it's time to go to work. I got to pick up my baggage and take it to work with me and set it down. Now I got to work for a while. It's with you all the time. You're angry all the time, aren't you?
Yes.
You're carrying that baggage with you all the time. You need to get rid of it. And that's what you're going to have to make a decision about. That's what we're going to continue to do.
I definitely need help. And I've always been scared of my anger. I don't want to be a monster at all. I want to be happy.
What do you think about him not standing up there, Princess?
I'm scared that he's going to leave me.
Should you leave her?
I don't know.
What do you want in a husband? Do you want someone with pride and self-esteem and a clarity and conviction of who he is and what he wants in his life partner?
Yes.
I've driven up on wrecks on the interstate with people in less shock than he is. If you marry her, she will make you miserable for the rest of your life.
You're totally right. You are totally right.
I mean, you know that. Why are you acting like you don't know it? Because she's hot? Is that what it is?
No.
I mean, she treats you like crap.
Not all the time.
You've told us you fight 5 out of 7 days a week. So is it the 2 days that you're hanging on for? Is this like the marital weekend? Trust me, he's got ownership in this. He either licits, allows, or maintains whatever you do in this relationship. This isn't all about you.
I feel like it is.
Good, because you're the only person you can control. You should focus totally on your problems. You can't fix him. The only person you control is you. So you gotta fix you. You're not an evil woman. You're not even a shallow woman. You're just confused.
I am shallow, I think.
You've just chosen a way of being in the world that says I must control everything because if I release my grip, I don't believe enough in myself that it will be okay. So I gotta stay on top of it with a death grip and I gotta make him do right.
That's very true.
Well, test it. He might be a really nice guy that happens to be in love with you. I'll tell you something about guys in general. Pretty much any old boy, you back them up in a corner enough, they're eventually gonna bow their neck and say, by God, that's enough. And at that point, it's gonna go south on you. It ain't about cheese fries.
It was a big eye-opener for me. I'm too controlling. I'm too possessive. It really gave me a wake-up call that I really need to look deep inside and really change myself because I don't deserve Steve. He's too good for me.
Coming up.
What do you think about these three couples?
Their relationship kind of scares me.
Every problem you have now will be hugely magnified when you get married. Your children yourselves. The number one thing that causes marriages to fail, a violation of expectation. You're a contaminator. Both of y'all are contaminators. Everybody is a contaminator.
We now return to the Dr. Phil house.
Why do you want to get married?
The reason I want to work these things out with Lisa is because when I met her, what I saw in her spirit, I wasn't expecting that. And I fell in love with her.
Are you ready?
Not today, but I'm learning where I'm not good. I have changed and I have grown. Being here and being able to talk to Dr. Phil, I really have great hope in us being able to work through these issues. Dr. Phil, if you had a family member that had anxiety and depression and you wanted to send them for the best diagnosis and treatment, what direction would you point?
Who are we talking about, you?
Me.
I believe is supporting him. That's why in the past 2 years, I haven't given up because I keep thinking it's a medical condition. I've seen what happens to him, and whether it's bipolar or not, it's something chemically.
I think 50% of the solution to any problem lies in defining it. And if you think that is an issue with you, I would be more than happy to arrange for you to go to the leading neuroplasticity center in the country and have your brain scanned and evaluated, and we will work you up and tell you what's really going on with you if you would like me to.
Yes, sir.
When Dr. Phil said he would get Scott the best treatment, it was a relief, a huge relief, a gift that is so generous. We're just so appreciative.
It's been a prayer of mine to get to the bottom of it, and him saying those words, it's like I can't even talk about it. He was going to help me. I'll never forget that.
So you youngins think this is the institution in which you want to enlist. What do you think about these three couples?
Their relationship kind of scares me.
I just want this to be a wake-up call, and you might want to really focus. You'll think you're prepared, and you're not. Everybody will make mistakes.
It's going to be hard.
It is going to be hard.
I feel out of place here. We're young, but we have a lot more to us than that. We've had problems in the past, we've overcome them, and we've moved past them, we've moved on.
This idea that we get married, we're in this together, and everything will be okay is absolutely a myth. Every problem you have now will be hugely magnified when you get married. Your children yourselves, you got so much learning to do. I'm not saying you can't do it, but you need to do it. You need to commit yourself to it.
I just want our baby to have Lily and I be together, and I just want to be happy, and I think that so far we're off to a good start. We do have a lot to learn, like Dr. Phil said, but it takes time to learn, and we've got plenty of that time.
You got to ask yourself, do you want to get married or do you want to be married? Because you can all get married. I can have a preacher in here in 15 minutes, we can marry everybody. But if you want to be married, that's not so easy. If you want to be married, you have to define a relationship that works for both of you. Look, merging two lives together is not easy. You got to start sharing space, time, money, effort, energy, all of those things. And then you start introducing children, and I mean, there's just all kinds of things start happening. And before you do that, you got to make sure that you got a plan you can both be excited about. Let me tell you, here's the number one thing that causes marriages to fail. A violation of expectation. You expect one thing and you get another. So you got to make sure that we both have the same expectations on such things as sex, religion, in-laws, career, geography, money, division of labor. Who's going to do what? And you got to ask yourself, am I contributing or contaminating to this relationship? Do you think you're bringing in contribution or contamination?
Contamination.
How about you?
I'm trying to contribute as much as I possibly can.
You think you're a contaminator, though?
No.
I do. Do you think you're a contaminator or a contributor?
Contaminator.
How about you?
Contributor.
Yeah, how about you?
Contaminator.
Contaminator.
Contributor.
Yeah, you're a contaminator. Both of y'all are contaminators. Everybody is a contaminator. We all contaminate in some ways. You can do it because of ignorance, lack of information about what you're going to do. Can y'all get ready to get married and be married in a healthy way? Absolutely. But you got some stuff you got to get your hands around, right? And you know that, right? It's food for thought, isn't it?
My expectations for a marriage with Kaylin would be for him to be faithful to me, to not be hateful and angry all the time, for us to live a happy life together. I'm sure there's going to be fights like every relationship, but I don't want it like it is now.
You know, I'm one of those people that believes there are no accidents. I think exactly the people that should be are here. We got the right people in the right place at the right time. We'll talk again.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I don't ever want to be angry again. I want to be like all these other couples. I got to straighten my life out first before I move on.
Dr. Phil's telling me to get a backbone. I guess it was something I needed to hear. And hopefully now, you know, she's realizing that, you know, I can't leave at any time.
Coming up,
do you know your spouse's credit score?
will Lisa's continued indiscretions drive a wedge between her and Scott?
Is it fair to say he's bankrupt? Does it go negative? They foreclose?
You can be a bit discreet. You don't have to elaborate about my life.
I've always said money can ruin your marriage. In fact, it's the #1 problem in a marriage and the #1 cause of divorce. So I sent money expert Marilyn Logan to the Dr. Phil house to question the couples about their spending habits. The couple with the least amount of money problems had a chance to win $20,000 from LowerMyBills.com.
I'm Marilyn Logan, and I'm the author of I Can't Afford to Marry You. It's based on a true story, my story. 1 month before I was to say I do, he decided to look at my finances. I spent more money than I made. And even though he loved me, he canceled the wedding. He said, I want you to be my wife, but right now, I can't afford to marry you. I don't want that to be any of you. Money is the #1 cause for divorce. So what I have here are a few questions, and they're all about money. The first question that we have is, do you know if your mate has any credit card debt? And if he does, how much? And I have pulled each and every one of your credit reports, so I know the exact amount.
$50,000.
$5,000. I know nothing about money in all actuality.
Whenever I ask him, you know, we need to pay this bill and I need this amount of money, then he freaks out on me bad.
I would say about $2,000.
$800. Sometimes when we're in a store, we may go there for one thing and, you know, we're leaving with 10 things, and I feel as though sometimes if I were to say no, she's almost going to hold her breath and stomp her feet until I say yeah, and we leave the store with it.
Is it fair to say he's bankrupt?
No, you have to answer just this question correctly.
I lost count after he's filing for bankruptcy.
About $22,000.
$250.
She has no credit card.
Alrighty. Now, the second question is, do you know your soon-to-be spouse credit score?
I'm going to say 710.
Maybe 705.
I don't think it even registers anymore. I don't think there's a number.
Well, obviously there's a number.
Honey, I don't know. How does that work after it goes down and down and down? Does it go negative? Can it, I don't know.
Check it out.
I think mine's negative, too.
I'm going to say negative, but I know that at one time it was good, but now, no, it's not good.
Do you know her credit score?
Yes.
Do you know his credit score?
Yeah.
I don't even know that she's ever checked her credit score.
Does your mate have a mortgage payment?
No.
Yes.
He did. They foreclosed. It's the truth. I think Scott was a little disappointed with how much information I disclosed.
You can be a bit discreet. You don't have to, I mean, you have to go like, what is true to you?
She has our flipping credit report.
Yeah,
How do you be
and
discreet?
the point is, you don't have to elaborate about my life.
She does.
No. And this is the last question. Does your soon-to-be husband have a retirement account? And if yes...
Hell no. You kidding?
She does, but I don't know how much.
He doesn't have
No,
a
he
retirement account. Does she?
No.
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 She doesn't have a job. No, she doesn't.
Hey, no scheme.
These are questions that most people will ask each other after they're married. I believe that you should have money talk long before you have pillow talk. A marriage is like a merger. It's like two individuals coming together to form a company. And so to make that company thrive, wouldn't it make sense that you discuss money at least once a week? I'm concerned about Scott and Lisa. I don't think he's interested in being married. I think he's interested in pursuing his dream. Steve has done a good job at managing his money. He's very, very responsible. I feel like he needs to find a mate who's equally financially responsible. Lacey and Kaylin are in the worst shape. They have a child together, and I think they're at a dangerous point. I've concluded that there's only one couple that can earn the $20,000 from lowermybills.com, Lily and Tim.
Well deserved.
I chose Lily and Tim because they're young, they don't have that much debt. The $20,000 will seem like $100,000.
If you are engaged or thinking about popping the question, log on to drphil.com to take my marriage readiness test. Plus, check out even more never-before-seen footage from today's show. Thanks for being here. So long.
I hurt Scott's feelings, and I feel badly about that. But I think it's part of my personality, and it's just who I am.
I don't know why she does it. I know it's not cool. And even when the guys and I were in there when the girls were being filmed, they're saying, hey, you know, like, that's not cool. I know it's not cool.
I'm so excited about the fact that we won the money game. Got completely speechless.
Steve and I didn't win any competitions, and we like to win. You know, we're competitors. But it's, you know, I realized it's not about winning the competitions. It's not.
I want to set one of these up in my own house so I can express myself to Lacey. I don't have to yell at her. I can do it all on here and be like, you brat.
Man, we just seem to have so many issues. How the hell can we change them? Hopefully something happens.
Today on an all-new Dr. Phil.
My husband's daughter, Madison, is out of control.
She's not my little girl anymore. She's basically a beast.
Her stepmother thinks she's deviant.
She was trying to do everything and anything to put a wedge between us so we would get divorced.
Her mother thinks she's defiant.
I know I've made mistakes with Madison.
She wanted to get away from you.
Why can't you say, yeah, I've made mistakes too? Why can't you admit it?
Her father thinks she's a big problem.
You asked him twice if she could live with him.
It was always the wrong time.
They all want to know, what's the trouble with Madison?
How do you feel inside?
Like I don't matter to anyone?
Every single time you guys do this stuff, it just tears a part of her off. You finally tore out her heart. This is going to be a changing day in your life.
Have a good show, everybody. Here we go.
It matters to you. That's what I want to talk about. Are we ready in the booth? Let's do it. Go, Dr. Phil. Okay. Take a look at this sweet young girl. Cute, huh? Does she look capable of knocking down a teacher because it felt good? Getting thrown out of school for fighting, cursing out dear old dad with the worst curse words you can imagine? How about getting pregnant at 14? Well, now she's 15 and her parents are ready to snap.
My husband's daughter, Madison, is very much out of control.
I like getting to do whatever I want.
It started to go downhill with skipping school, attitude. She was just very rude.
I disrespect my mom because I don't like rules.
Madison's behavior. Wow. From staying out all night to going out with her friends, defying anything that an adult will tell her.
When I was 13, my drinking started like every weekend.
Madison is defiant. She's a liar.
I disrespect my stepmom several times. I would call her a bitch. I would scream and yell in her face.
You know, you holes. We were just pieces of. She was thrilled at the fact that she had hit a teacher.
She kept getting up in my face, so I shoved her and slapped her. Felt good. I liked it to get all my anger out on her.
She was bragging about the fact that she had beaten up a girl.
This girl was talking about me, so I picked up a rock and I started beating the out of her. And I didn't know how to stop. It feels really good to fight. It's like it releases all my pain.
She's not my little girl anymore. She's basically a beast.
Well, that was Madison, as you know, and joining me now is Madison's mom, Brandy, father Justin, and stepmom Sue. You guys, first off, have some real differences of opinion as to how we got here, right?
Yes, we do.
You believe she's the problem.
I believe she's partial.
You need to forget about being on television. You need to forget about the cameras. You need to tell me the truth. Because what you just said was your first major backpedal, because that's not what you told us when we were interviewing you. You said you believe she is a big part of this problem.
Absolutely. I feel over the years.
And when I asked you, well, you know, partially. So, I mean, you want to play games, go somewhere else. You want to deal with this child's life, let's deal with it. What do you think?
I think she is a big problem.
What has she done to create this beast, as you call it?
I think she's had so much free reign. I think she's been put aside, maybe on the back burner.
She's been able to do whatever she wanted to because you think she's not structured enough.
Right, correct.
Okay. What do you think?
I feel that we are all to blame for Madison's behavior. Justin has not been a part of her life for 15 years, Dr. Phil. And every time that Madison got in trouble, I would call him. So I don't know how he can say that it's my fault.
How long did you two know each other when you got pregnant with Madison?
We went to school together. We went to high school. And we went out one time, and we had sex, and we ended up having Madison.
You went out one time.
One time.
Had sex one time. Had Madison, which led you to say, well, I hope it was worth it. Because you got a lifetime of problems from that one-night stand. Have you tried to distance yourself from your daughter?
I think recently I have, yes.
Because that's what she says.
Yes.
And, you know, kids say a lot of things. I just want to know what you say. She says that she did get pregnant,
And she had a miscarriage, correct?
Correct.
And she says right before D&C, she says, you said, I shouldn't have to be here because of my daughter's stupid mistakes.
I would have to disagree. I would never say that, because if that was the case, I mean, I made the effort.
I disagree with that, Justin.
And I went and spent time with her.
I totally disagree with that, because our daughter was in tears before she had her D&C. And I asked her what was wrong, and she said, my dad specifically told me he should not have to be here because I made the mistake.
I only got a text message, and I was at work.
I tried calling you, Justin, and you would not answer my phone. Your mother is the one. Justin, your mother is the one who you finally answered, because you wouldn't answer your daughter's text messages all day long, or mine that day of the D&C.
You denied paternity for 2 years,
yes,
right?
I did.
Because you didn't think it was your
Correct.
baby. That Madison was your child. And then you found out she was.
Correct.
Well, you were having trouble. You asked him twice if she could live with him, and
he told me no, he had to talk it over with his with her stepmother, Sue.
It was always the wrong time.
And you
when is it ever going to be the right time for Madison?
Because the school. This is what I'm talking about.
It doesn't matter. When is it going to be the right time for Madison, Justin?
It's the schooling, and it's the schooling.
She can move schools, Justin. She's done it before.
That's why she has no grades.
She has no grades because she doesn't try.
You didn't want her to move in, correct?
Well, I will tell you, over the years, I've watched her change through the time that she came to live with us. She would arrive very troubled, out of control, defiant, with severe attitude. And I'm not quite sure why would she come with that if indeed you'd tried every parenting skill under the sun. I mean, you contacted Justin numerous times to indicate she was out of control and you couldn't handle it any longer. Am I correct?
To get some support from my daughter's mother.
Out of his way, and you chose to act like he never did.
Really? She did move in eventually.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, January of this year.
And she says that you have a daughter, and she said you showed huge favoritism to your daughter.
Of course,
that's her perception.
Of course she would say that, because when she came to live with us, we told her we have rules, structure, and boundaries. And she abided by that over the phone because she wanted to get away from you.
It was not over the phone.
Brandy, when she called us on January 2nd, she had it with you. And she wanted to come live with us, and she begged us on the phone. She said, you either fly me up there or I'm taking a bus somewhere. We quickly talked it over and said she needs to be with us because you couldn't handle her any longer.
No, actually,
her behavior wouldn't have gotten this way, Brandy, if you chose to make good parenting skill decisions.
Oh, me?
Were you hard on her when she moved in?
Absolutely.
To try to shape her up?
Well, of course. Being a teacher for 21 years, it is my passion to help kids to become the best that they can be. Help them climb the ladder to success.
Your career as your elementary school teacher?
Correct.
She says you were much meaner when Justin wasn't around. That's her perception. That's what she says.
Well, I'm sure she did, because
I've also heard that.
Well, Brandy, we heard a lot about you too, but
I'm just telling you what she said.
Right, and the fact of the matter is when she did come to live with us, it was important for her to be able to follow the same expectations as Abby. Why would we not have the same rules and expectations? But the difference between us is she wasn't able to follow them because you never had them.
Now, according to Brandy, she and Justin were discussing reconciliation when he married you.
Prior to that. Did you know that? I'm sure you didn't.
I did know that, Brandy. Thank you very much.
And Brandy, you were shocked to hear that he was getting married.
I was absolutely shocked. Madison is the one who told me that she was getting married. And
Madison had a reaction to that because she said she felt like there was a contest here and you won. So I'm not saying it's the wrong thing to do. Let me tell you, I'm not coming down on either side of this at this point. I'm just trying to get it all out on the table.
I understand where she's coming from on that. My thing, I've told her over and over again that, I think it was better for her to understand that it just wouldn't have worked. And I knew that. I knew that it just wouldn't work. But I went into it thinking maybe there's a possibility. Maybe I should do this.
Okay, and y'all understand. You do need to understand one thing about my position in all of this, and that is that I believe that children are born, but then we as adults start writing on the slate of who they are. We got to realize, because oftentimes people in our generation talk about the younger generation as though we have nothing to do with it. And we have everything to do with it. We'll be right back.
She came from sex, alcohol, drugs, and gangs when she was living with you.
Why can't you say, yeah, I've made mistakes too? Why can't you admit it?
Brandy, I have made mistakes.
I'm trying to get the facts out here because I'm going to be honest with you. I frankly don't give a damn about y'all's feelings.
Tomorrow on an all-new Dr. Phil.
You're not interested in a relationship. Your goal is sex.
Yeah, correct. I'm getting pretty close to my triple digits.
How do you stop 3 ladies' men?
I've had sex quite a bit, and I'm still not a father.
From taking stupid risks.
The guys were ready to party with attractive women and lots of cash. These players are about to be played.
The second I walked in that room, I was thinking, what the hell did I get myself into?
Then on Friday,
Steve Harvey.
To understand men.
You think men are trainable?
Yes, you've come a long way.
You've got to know what they think.
The biggest mistake women have all the time is...
That's Friday.
Brandy has no control over Madison.
My mom won't discipline me.
I don't think Brandy has a clue what's going on in Madison's life.
I would want to tell my dad that he treats me like a dog and not his daughter.
Justin had gotten remarried, and the woman that he had married had a daughter, and he has a better bond with that child than he does with his own child.
I'm torn.
Sue likes to tell me that I'm an ungrateful little bitch a lot.
Madison and I, it's oil and water.
My dad has told me that he's going to pick Sue over me.
I want to know what I did wrong. Why am I being punished?
Did I hear right when I was listening to that tape piece that Sue put you in a position that you had to make a choice?
I would say yes. It's torn. I was torn because it was like I wanted a relationship with my daughter, and I wanted my marriage to work because, I mean, I want to be the perfect family.
Did you put him in a position where he had to choose between you and your daughter or his daughter?
Well, Maddie might perceive it like that because when she would
he
come...
perceives it like that.
Well, and that too. But we've talked about it a lot. But when she would come to visit us, she wanted just completely daddy time. She didn't want the family unit. She wanted just daddy. She was trying to do everything and anything to put a wedge between us so we would get divorced and she could have him. Just totally him by himself. So that would in turn...
Can you blame her? She's never had...
Who are you talking to?
Oh, because she was glaring at me.
I'm sorry? Oh, you were talking to her. I asked you the question. Okay. And I just like to look people in the eye when I'm talking to them. I can go stand over there. Would that be a yes? I'm trying to get the facts out here because I'm going to be honest with you. I frankly don't give a damn about y'all's feelings, to tell you the truth. And I don't think you want me to. I ask you, did you tell him you're either going to choose that daughter or you're going to choose us? And that's what he said happened. That's what she said happened. I asked you, and you gave an essay to somebody.
Well, I was talking to Brandy.
Okay, but is that where you came down?
Yes, but there's facts behind that.
I don't care about that.
Okay.
No, I could make your argument better than you could, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
But the truth is, the answer is yes. And you feel like she is so disruptive and so disrespectful, and you, unlike him, are unwilling to throw your daughter under the bus.
There was a lot of baggage. I mean, she came from sex, alcohol, drugs, and gangs when she was living with you. We were in hopes of trying to turn her around. We knew it wasn't going to be easy. We knew it wouldn't happen overnight. But every single time that she's come to visit us since I've been in the picture, she's done everything in her power to put a wedge between all of us.
But you said to him, because you've got a daughter that is a delightful young woman from what I understand. And she's a good student and a good kid. And you thought, whoa, now we're bringing in a really bad influence here.
Well, there were a lot of factors in... Abby's always wanted a sibling. When Maddie came to live with us, we wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt and roll out the red carpet.
Didn't work out.
Well, because she didn't want to take responsibility.
I'm not asking why. It just didn't work out. Absolutely. I'm just trying to get I'm only going to get my dance card right here. And then, so you did make a choice. And you chose not your daughter.
At the time, yes.
Yeah. And in fact, you wanted to terminate your parental rights.
I wouldn't say it was, because I understand that I can't. But I'm not saying, in the heat of the moment, yes, I had said it, yes.
So you did say that?
Yes.
You said that to Madison?
Yes, I did.
Do you think that's a reasonable position to take?
No, it's not at the no.
I hear all this. I don't ask myself why she is the way she is. I ask myself why not. I mean, I really do. This is a precious little girl. How cute is she? And people look at this and they say, well, Justin, how could you want to terminate your parental rights with this child? You say, well, she grew up, right? I put this together. I want you to see it visually, because this is how I look at this. Every single time you say something like, I want to terminate my parental rights, it just tears a part of her off. It just leaves a big gaping hole. Every time you do the things that leave her exposed and let her do some of this wild running around, there's no boundary. It tears apart a part of who she is. You say to her, you're not welcome here. Your daddy, you did lose. I won. It tears a part of her away. And then she said it. She said it well. You finally tore out her heart. You finally tore out her heart. That's how I think about this. When I see parents putting a child in the middle of all of this. Because this child right here, she's in there. But she's gotten lost. Do you agree she's lost?
Absolutely.
Do you agree she's lost?
Absolutely.
That's why I wrote the show.
Do you think you're contributing to that loss?
Oh, yes, I do.
Do you think you're contributing to that loss? Have you made mistakes in parenting this child?
I'm sure I've made lots of mistakes in parenting her, but I've never given up on her. Never told her the hurtful things.
Dr. Phil, can you ask Brandy how many times she shipped her off to her own mother's house in Arizona because she couldn't handle her? Then she called Justin numerous times, begging us pretty much to take her.
Well, you know what? I believe that 80% of all questions are statements in disguise, so I don't think that was an information-gathering effort on your part. I think you're saying to me, and what's more, she says she never gave up on her, but she shipped her off to her grandmother time and time and time again because she's had enough. And she's tried to ship her over to you time and time again because she's had enough. But yet she sits here in her self-righteous piousness saying, I never gave up on her like they did. And you challenge that, true?
Well, we're going off information that Maddie told us.
Well, let's just call a spade, okay? I mean, let me just say it. I'm trying to get you all to be honest with your positions here. Now, next, the big fight between Justin and his daughter that has caused them not to speak for the last 6 months. We'll be right back.
I said, Justin, you need to go talk to her and get the cell phone.
He tried to get it out from my hand and I wouldn't let go.
She had a death grip on the cell phone. I pried each finger off.
He grabbed my hand and he was twisting it all the way around.
Could be a possibility that I was grabbing her wrist at the time.
Okay, while Madison was living under Justin and Sue's roof, father and daughter fought over Madison's cell phone. Now, the cops were called, and Madison ended up in an ambulance. Take a look.
Madison forced my hand because there was an incident of her missing a bunch of classes. I told her that there's consequences because you're skipping school.
I said, Justin, you need to go talk to her and get the cell phone.
So I had to get her where it hurt, and it was instant tears, getting mad, kicking the wall.
And he tried to get it out from my hand and I wouldn't let go.
She was pinned underneath the lower bunk up against the wall in tears, screaming to give her another chance. So I grabbed her by both legs, drug her towards the edge of the bed where I could reach her. She had a death grip on the cell phone. And I physically pried each finger off.
He grabbed me by my hand and he was twisting it all the way around until I fell on the floor. And my wrist made a popping noise.
Moments later, she was heading out the front door.
My dad told me that if I left, then he was going to call the police on me as a runaway.
And she said, that's fine, go ahead and do it.
I walked from my dad's house to my grandma's.
Well, 45 minutes passed, and I figured I'll call the local police department and report her as a runaway.
When I got to my grandma's, my wrist was hurting really bad.
I was talking to an officer on the phone, and he says, your daughter is en route by ambulance to the hospital.
My wrist was swollen. We called the police.
She had allegations that she was beat up by me, and I'm totally in shock. You know, the first thing is my job.
I was at the hospital, and they said it was really badly sprained.
I did physically grab her arm. There could be a possibility that I was grabbing her wrist at the time. The police officer stated there was no visible signs of bruising. There was no break. He told me that I was in no means over the limit of custodial abuse.
The doctor gave Madison a wrist brace, and she milked it for all it was worth. And in a later period of the day, she had her wrist brace off and just flinging it around and doing whatever. She wanted to get Justin in trouble.
I was thinking she is capable of anything to get what she wants.
Well, Madison and her father haven't seen each other since this fight. Madison is going to join us now. That's a long walk with a lot of people out here, so let me do part of it with you. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Well, what's your hope in being here today?
To at least fix some of these problems that I have with my dad.
Well, what's the problem? What do you think's going on? Do you love your dad?
Yeah.
Do you think he loves you?
No.
You don't think he does? Tell me why you think that.
It's okay.
It's okay, Maddie.
I don't think he loves me because he treats me like when I was living with him, he would put me and treat me worse than he would treat his stepdaughter. He would put her before he would put me. I couldn't do anything because of my past.
And how do you interpret all of that? I mean, you say you think he doesn't love you. Do you think he ever did?
At a point, yeah, I do.
And what happened?
I moved to Arizona. He got married, started his own family with Sue.
And how do you get along with Sue?
I don't.
Why not?
To me, she's two-faced. Like, when she's in front of my dad, she's a totally different person with me.
Well, I want you to watch something for me here, and then we'll talk some more.
When my dad got married to Sue, it broke my heart. I didn't want him there for her and Abby when he wasn't there for me. It breaks my heart that my dad wasn't there when I was growing up. And it kills me that my dad would do that because I'm his only child. But I guess that doesn't matter, right? My dad wants me to do family things. Family time, but I don't feel like I'm part of the family. Or I felt like I was not part of my mom's or my dad's family. That's when things started getting bad with me. I started chilling with people that would always be in trouble, do drugs, and have sex. Even though they did these things, I felt like I had a family. I never talk about this because I don't know how to say it or how people would take the truth. When I found that letter, I was angry. Maddie has a high tendency to hold a pity party. She's written many letters before that I discovered. They were extremely hurtful. Once again, in a letter, it was the slam-gram of how much she hated me.
You felt attacked by this letter.
Absolutely.
And I guess everybody looks at everything from their own point of view. But I read that entire 8-page letter, and I certainly did not come away from that thinking, boy, she's out to get Sue. That's not what, that may have helped, but that was not my feeling. I heard it as a pretty articulate plea for help. How do you feel inside?
Broken. Like I don't matter to anyone.
Do you think you matter to me right now?
Yes.
Why?
Because you take the time to sit here and listen to what I have to say.
How does that feel?
It feels really good.
Just to be heard.
Yeah, just to let somebody hear how I really feel.
Well, Madison was 14 years old when she got pregnant and miscarried. her plans for the near future may shock you. We're going to talk about that next.
I got pregnant at 14 and a half.
It felt like she had drove a dagger through my heart.
I do believe it was a godsend that Maddie had a miscarriage.
Madison says that having a baby is still something that she's interested in. Take a look at this.
My boyfriend, he's 17 and he happens to live right behind my house. We've tried to have a baby and this month I'll find out if I'm pregnant or not. I think I'm pregnant because I've been having unprotected sex with my boyfriend and I've been having symptoms of pregnancy. It was planned, I guess. Like we wanted to. He wants a baby and I want a baby. So I guess it just happened. I feel that having a baby would help change some of the choices that I make. I think if I did have a baby, then my life would be a lot better. I think I would push myself to do better in school so my kid could have a good life. I would stop going to parties, I'd stop drinking. I would start listening to my mom more. Having a baby would prove to my dad that I can do it even though he puts me down saying I cannot do anything. I want to have a baby so that I can have something that is going to love me no matter what. Surprise, Mom.
In fact, you say that you're having sex every day now in an effort to get pregnant.
Yes.
And in fact, you think you're pregnant.
Yes.
You think you may be.
Yes.
Well, before the show, Madison took a pregnancy test, and Nurse Sharon is here. Tell me what you want the answer to be.
I think it's no, but I'm hoping for yes.
Oh, baby.
Sharon?
The urine pregnancy test was negative.
Dr. Phil, where's the parental control?
I'm sorry?
Where's the parental control on Brandy's house since Maddie's living with?
Well,
when you had your daughter, when you were Madison's age, you weren't having sex and you weren't partying either?
No, I wasn't.
We all make mistakes. I know I've made mistakes with Madison. Why can't you say, yeah, I've made mistakes too? Why can't you admit
Brandy,
it?
I have made mistakes.
You have not once admitted you have made a mistake. But I have.
This is not my mom's mistake. My mom does not know that I was having sex. I did not tell my mom.
Yeah, sorry to out you like that because I know she didn't know that. But while we're on the subject, why don't you tell us how to fix that? Do you have a suggestion?
Well, my suggestion, the reason I wrote Dr. Phil was because I felt like you were her last thread of hope.
Well, that's your one good answer. You picked the right thing because I'm certainly getting ready to give her a lot of guidance. You can believe me on that. Now, here's what's happening, okay? You three may feel like I'm throwing you under the bus here, and I see this as y'all diving under the bus with what you've been doing. In your defense, and I think you need one. Seriously, I think you need one. You're in the toughest spot you could possibly be as a step-parent of a teen daughter. You're in a no-win situation here. I mean, really, you have no authority. You're in a tough spot. You're not making the best of it, but you're in a tough spot. And I recognize that. I'm just being fair to everybody here. And the problem is, I don't mean to be condescending to you here, but I'm just going to tell you the truth. You're not in the best position to be making these decisions. And you also have a lot of anger, which you said. And as a result, trying to cope with that pain and that anguish, Madison has turned to cutting herself.
I started cutting myself when my stepdad got into his motorcycle accident 3 years ago. I stopped for a long time until I lost the baby, and then I started back up again. There was a razor blade, there was my arm. I just tried it, and it relaxed me. I cut myself when I'm sad, when I'm having problems with my boyfriend, or when I'm having problems with my mom or my dad. Sometimes I use a razor blade and I'll take a lead pencil and I'll sharpen the end of it. I have scars on my arm, but the major ones are on my leg. You can see the scars right in here. You can see love. The last time I cut myself was about a week ago. My dad told me that he wants to give up all his rights to me. So I decided to cut myself.
It works for the moment, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I got to ask you something. You didn't know she was having sex all the time. You didn't know that she was cut. What do you know?
I know she's very troubled, and she needs help, and I need help in guiding her in the right direction.
You got to dial in here.
Yeah.
I would like to speak to Madison alone without y'all here. May I have your permission to do so?
Yeah.
Yes. Madison and I are going to have a heart-to-heart when we come back.
I don't have a place to call my own. I don't have a room at my dad's house. I have a room at my mom's house, but I'm not allowed to make it like my room. I can't put stuff that makes me me, like pictures of my favorite soccer team or posters. I hate the room here.
Well, we're back, and I'm with Madison, and I've sent all the adults in her life away. It's just you and me. And I want you to know that there is at least one person in this world right now, at this moment in time, that is 100% focused on you. How desperate do you feel in your life right now?
Very. I feel that I'm willing to do anything to get my dad's attention. Because having my dad would be like having my best friend back. Me and my dad used to be really close when I was little, until he got married, and then I was pushed to the side.
What do you want from your father that you don't get?
I want him to be my dad, not be the dad in certain areas that he wants to be a dad.
If I help him to know how to do that again, are you open to doing that?
Yes.
But you have to understand, you have to be part of this too. Because you're doing some things right now that are not okay with me. And I'm like a rash. I just don't go away. Okay? Getting pregnant is not an option. Now, hear me out on this. Hear me out on this. You don't have the right to get pregnant. It's not fair for a baby to be born with a job. And if you had a baby right now, that baby would be born with a job, right?
Yes.
That baby would be born with a job of making you feel good. Babies that are born with a job don't know they got a job, so they don't do their job. They become a job. See, babies are, little babies, you know, they're cute and adorable, but the truth is they're selfish and power-seeking. They cry when they want something. They demand it, and they demand it a lot. So if you bring a child into this world right now to make you feel better, it's at the expense of that child. That child will pay for that for the rest of their lives. What you need to do, he said in his most preachy voice, what you need to do is get yourself straightened out and at peace with yourself. And then when you find someone that you love and that is dedicated and devoted to you, and you make the right plans and y'all decide to start a family, then that's when you decide to have a family. Okay? Now, maybe your father hadn't been around to tell you this, but I'm here and I'm telling you right now. It's not fair for you to have a baby. You do not want to do that. You want to stop having unprotected sex. I'd rather you stop having sex, but I would most certainly rather you have protected sex. Because I've seen your boyfriend, and he didn't look to me that he was a whole lot older than you. I got the feeling he is older, but he didn't seem to me to have a lot of traction in his life. And maybe that's because his pants were baggy and he was just kind of walking along, but I'm guessing he's not in a big management track somewhere.
No.
So his ability to provide for you and to provide for a baby and all of those things is probably about like yours, which is not at all. So it's not fair for you to have a baby. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yes.
What do you hear me saying?
Not to have a baby. I'm not ready. I'm not.
Do you think I'm right?
Yes.
All right. You're also cutting yourself.
It's not something that I want to do, cut myself. It just happens. Like, I know I do it and I know it's wrong, but it relieves me.
I want to take away the need to do it. Because if you don't need to do it, you wouldn't do it. You don't just do it because, you know, hey, just think I will.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right back. You're spinning out of control right now, aren't you? Yeah. Not this moment, but I mean in your life. You're spinning out of control.
Yes.
I want you to hear something. It is not too late for you to create the life that you want, need, and deserve. You are young, intelligent, you're very well spoken, you're absolutely gorgeous. You have so many things that are going for you. The adults in your life are not behaving well. I want to make an offer to you. There is a beautiful ranch that's a school, and it's called Turnabout Ranch, and they offer therapy for things like cutting and where you can get some different coping skills. They will close the gap on your school for you so you get back where you need to be in your school. And it's a chance for you to do something for you. Now, while you're there, I want to create some serious work with your mother, your father, and your stepmother. They need more work in getting this family right than you do. So, I don't want you around them right now. I want you, and I can't send the three of them away. Is that something you would be willing to do?
Yes.
Now, Patty, are you on the phone?
Yes, I am. Hi, Dr. Phil.
Hi, Patty. This is Patty Evans. She's the Chief Marketing Officer and Senior VP of Business Development for the Aspen Education Group. And, Patty, what do you want to say to Madison?
Madison, hi. I have listened to this, and this is a great opportunity. It's an opportunity to create change, to really put you in a group of people where you can feel like you're loved, you can belong, where you can really start to see how relationships are formed. I think this is a great gift from Dr. Phil, and I hope that you will have the courage to say yes and follow through with it. We're here to help you.
Fair enough?
Yes.
Okay. All right. We'll be right back.
Monday on an all-new Dr. Phil, a husband's twisted obsession.
Once he gets that urge in his head, he has to fulfill it.
He's telling you he's out of control.
His secret life.
I'm not trying to say you're an evil person, but you are a sick person.
Is destroying their family.
Why are you still with him?
Secrets gone wrong.
You have to protect yourself and your daughter.
Find out the secret Monday.
Okay, y'all have been back there while I talk to Madison, and I have no doubt that the three of you right now are thinking, well, if she would behave like that, at home, then we wouldn't have this problem, right? You think she's putting her best foot forward here, and I have no doubt that she is. But I do want to give her a chance to go somewhere that is highly structured, very helpful, academically focused, therapeutically enhanced, to get a chance to unravel some of these issues that are going on with her right now, because I think y'all are in over your heads with her. And do you agree with my recommendation?
Absolutely.
Do you agree with it?
Absolutely.
Justin? You support this as well? While she's gone, I want to do some very intensive work. I want to make some resources available to all of you adults. We'll do some things to be ready to reintegrate her back into things. Nurse Sharon, thank you. She is from Westside Pregnancy Clinic in Los Angeles. And a special thanks, of course, to Patty Evans that we work with from the Aspen Education Group. They are top-notch, and you're going to love this. Thanks for being here. So long.
Today on Dr. Phil, she loves her new body.
I lost 100 pounds. Now I'm hot.
But her husband...
She's not the woman that I married. She's half the woman.
...likes the old one better.
You make me feel not sexy.
She's telling you, I have needs you're not meeting.
If he doesn't want her...
I kissed another man at a bar.
Will she find someone who does?
You're feeding off attention from people that wouldn't give you the time of day before you lost weight. Let's do it. Why don't we stop all the drama, stop all the fighting, and let's go get you better.
Here we go. Have a good show, everybody.
If I can help get this family back on track, are you willing to do that?
Pretty free. Take it.
This is going to be a changing day in your life. Go, Dr. Phil. We are a nation in search of the perfect body. Well, here I am. Search is over. Well, maybe not, maybe not. People want toned abs, legs, arms. Everyone wants to be younger, thinner, and hotter, right? Well, my first guest, Julie, says she knows all about that. She lost 100 pounds 2 times, all right? Here she is when she weighed 280 pounds. And here she is today at 129. Now, you'd think her husband would be over the moon about his wife's hot new body. Well, not so much. He actually prefers her with what he calls a little more meat on her bones. Now, Julie says she loves the attention her smoking hot new body is getting. She says it's her husband, David, that's got the problem. Take a look.
It is a skinny world. People treat you completely differently than they do when you're fat. As a child, I was heavy, and I've always been big. At my heaviest, I was 280 pounds. I lost 100 pounds twice. I am 5'3" and weigh 129 pounds. Now I'm hot. Men notice me wherever I go. I like to party. I love to dance. David says my behavior embarrasses him.
Julie is totally into being the vanity girl. She wants everyone to look at her. She dresses slutty. She says, I'm the hottest thing since sliced bread, blah, blah, blah.
David thinks the way I dress is slutty, but I think it looks hot. He thinks I'm too old to act like I'm in my 20s. I am vivacious, and he is absolutely pulseless. I need a lot more va-va-voom. I am begging him to have sex with me.
When Julie was bigger, it was, don't touch me. Now it's, how come you don't ever touch me?
He's a cop. He carries a gun. You think he'd be more aggressive. He doesn't make me feel beautiful.
She's not the woman that I married. She's half the woman that I married.
I feel like he's living his own life, and I'm living my own life. Something has to change soon.
Well, David says ever since Julie lost the weight and kept it off, she's totally changed. So much so that now he says he has nicknamed her Miss Bitchy Pants.
My wife Julie's acting like a 40-year-old prom queen. Her idea of fun is going out to the club, partying, and drinking.
It's beachy.
It's not beachy, it's Gucci. I'm not going to be surrounded by a bunch of people in their 20s. Sometimes she says she's going out for ladies' night, and I find out there's been guys there.
When I was heavier, I didn't get any male attention. I appreciate it very much now.
She'll text other men. I don't think she's being totally loyal and honest to me.
I'm not cheating on David.
At times, she'll get too drunk when she goes out, and I have to go to the bar and pick her up. She never acted like this when she was bigger. I'd say she ought to put back on another 40 pounds or whatever. She has like skinny hips and no boobs and no butt, and I want her to have a nice boobs and nice butt.
I think he was more secure when I was heavier.
At times, my wife is totally out of control and destroying our marriage.
Okay, so has he got a point here? Has the pendulum swung too far?
I don't think it has.
Have you changed?
I have changed.
So you don't think it's gone too far? Has your focus on family changed?
I can't say that it's changed necessarily. My kids are older now. I raised two beautiful children. I have a 21-year-old. I have a 17-year-old. Still, you know, the 21-year-old's engaged and she's moving on.
But has your focus on your husband changed?
Actually, the focus on my husband has changed, and I think for the positive.
How so?
I want to spend more time with him. I want him to be with me. I want to be more intimate with him. That he's the one I want to do it with.
I don't know. It sounded to me like you were kind of being emasculating. I mean, because you were saying, hey, he's a cop, he carries a gun, he should be more manly, he should be more aggressive. I mean, come on, man up, dude.
Right. 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning when you're woke up to have sex when you're trying to sleep, I mean, she has to understand. I mean, we both work nights. I work strange hours, and so does she. And then you have to wake up again to go back to work, and then that's when she's wanting to fool around, and it's usually been because she's been drinking.
Okay, so you come home drunk.
Well, no.
And you want...
Not all the time. No, I do it sober. I'll do it however you want me to. I just want to do it. That's it. That's it. However you want.
Okay, so I get that. I'll get to that in a minute, but let's talk about his situation. You're saying she comes home drunk at 3 in the morning, wakes you up, and wants to go, woo!
No, she'll be at home. Or she could have been out. But it seems like when she wants to really have sex is after she's been drinking or whatever.
Are you drinking too much?
At times, probably.
Yeah. How about yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably.
You drank too much yesterday?
Yes. I didn't plan on drinking too much yesterday.
Because yesterday, you got here, right?
Right.
And at 2:30. I get these reports. We track you guys all around. At 2:30, you guys went to like lunch or something, and you drank a lot.
Well, doctor, in my defense, Dr. Phil, it was a never-ending mimosa for $10, and I only had a half an hour left. 30 minutes. Yeah. And I'm cheap, and I need to get my money's worth.
Well, you got your money's worth, apparently.
Yes, I did.
Because it was Bellinis or mimosas?
It was Bellinis.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you apparently drank so many you forgot what it was.
Yes.
Because it was Bellinis.
Bellinis.
At lunch.
Yes,
and your behavior got pretty aggressive.
I don't feel like I got aggressive. I don't.
Who did you threaten to not come on the Dr. Phil show? Did she threaten you?
She said that you just maybe ought not come on the show if I didn't. So then I got mad, and I said, well, maybe I just won't go. You know, and I walked ahead of her and the girls going back to the motel room.
Oh, the girls were there?
Yeah.
This was all happening with your daughters there?
Yes.
Okay, I get it now. All right, and then you left the room at like 5:30 to go get some cigarettes. You were gone for 45 minutes. You called the daughters for help, and then you found her where?
They found her at the bar of the motel, and then they said that she was talking to 2 gentlemen. And so I went down, and it ended up being a guest from your show.
Because it was at the hotel where our guest stayed.
Yes.
Then you went back up and passed out on the bed. And that's when you took a picture.
Yeah, right there.
This picture.
I went to bed.
At 6:15.
Was that 6:15?
Yeah. It was. Are you behaving a little erratically?
This was erratic because there was a huge fight involved. I don't behave erratically all the time.
But you feel like she's changed.
Oh, yeah.
And so, like, she's got this new hot body, so she's out And because, see, this happens sometimes. Guys and girls alike. So you lose all this weight. I'm happy for you, seriously, for a variety of reasons. You know, you look better, you feel better, and so you're excited about it. But you do have to manage that because the pendulum can swing. You go from feeling like a complete recluse, and you don't want to be out there, and you got a poor self-image, and it swings all the way over, and it's like, you know, it's like somebody that gets a new car. You know, you like want to go take all your friends for a ride.
Oh, no, I don't want to ride from anyone else. Take one from you. Well...
Yeah, you don't want to be going around the neighborhood offering rides.
No, and I can't not have a ride for the rest of my life. I'm going to have to get in a car. I have to.
Yeah, so, all right, and we'll talk about your side of this here. Okay. All right, so next, what happened one night that made David leave Julie and move in with his mom? We're going to find out about that when we come back.
I was out with a group of friends, was drinking. A gentleman that I knew came up and asked me if I wanted to dance. He made me feel really sexy, really good about myself. One thing led to another.
I left that night and stayed with my mom for a few days.
I feel like if he can't get on board with the new me, then we may have to go our separate ways.
Julie says that she's lost 100 pounds, not once, but twice, and that gaining back 60 pounds was horrifying. She did not like that. Now she says her energy and libido are through the roof. Her husband, David, says that he just can't keep up.
I cannot be in a sexless marriage.
Julie has become more sexual since she has lost the weight.
Now, I want sex on demand.
I have had to take testosterone just to keep up with her.
I expect his libido to be high enough to keep up with me.
2 weeks ago, I was trying to watch the season finale of Sons of Anarchy. 15 minutes to go, and she comes into the bedroom and wants to have sex.
And he said no because the Sons of Anarchy is on. And I said, really? Because it's on demand. I need sex on demand.
She got mad because I didn't want to have sex and told me that somebody else would want to have her. She says, like, you don't want any of this or that? I got men who would take it easily, you know?
I said, if you don't want it, I'm sure I can find somebody that does.
I said, good luck with that.
David doesn't have one romantic bone in his body. None, not at all. When I was initiating sex again, I said, come on, I want you to go have sex with me. He responded by saying, do you want me to drive my Jimmy Johnson into your garage? Done. Turn off. No, I don't. Garage door closed.
Here's the good news. She is focused on you. She's saying, I want attention from you, my husband. She's saying she wants attention from you. She's telling you, I have needs you're not meeting. Do you really resent the fact that she's parading around for everybody else?
Yes.
Okay,
I don't
so
like
as
that.
long as she's parading around for everybody else, you resent her.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. If she's parading around for me, that's one thing. I
am parading around for you.
Yeah, but everybody else too at the same time.
You make me feel not sexy.
You don't want her dressing provocatively and going out.
Correct.
You don't want her strutting her stuff because you think she is feeding off attention from men.
Exactly.
And if she wasn't doing that and you thought, you know, this is for me,
I'd feel great.
Okay, this is the David show, this is for me, then you would feel differently about it.
I'd feel 100% different.
100% different.
100% different.
Okay, but at this point, you think she's just strutting her stuff for all of these men, and I resent that.
Right.
Do you get that?
I get that, but his view of strutting...
Well, y'all say butt a lot.
God, no.
Both of you say butt a lot. Yeah, I get you. Because I think I'm making a lot of sense here, but y'all just don't want to hear that. You just want to say but. Your husband is saying, I don't like the fact that you're dressing provocatively and going out there and feeding off the attention of men, because although you may not be doing anything, that's one step away from doing something. First, it's the attention, then it's one step further, then it's one step further. I mean, how far is it going to go? Julie told us right before the show that she could get 1,000 men to fill her dance card, right? Absolutely. But it was just one man in one dance that sent David over the edge. I said it's one step away. This was 6 months ago when Julie was out socializing and drinking at what David calls a meat market bar. Take a look at what happened.
About 6 months ago, I kissed another man at a bar. I was out with a group of friends, I was drinking. A gentleman that I knew came up and asked me if I wanted to dance. He made me feel really sexy, really good about myself. One thing led to another, and we were kissing on the dance floor. Unfortunately, one of David's coworkers was there.
A friend of mine called me and let me know what happened. I waited 2 weeks before I confronted her.
He told me, I can't do this anymore, I need to be alone.
I left that night and stayed with my mom for a few days.
I begged him to come home, and he finally did.
After 21 years, I didn't want to throw my marriage away. She promised that she'd change her ways, but she's still acting the same way that she was.
We talked about divorce 6 months ago.
She's getting more and more flirtatious, and her sexual appetite's going through the roof.
I honestly don't think the kissing thing was a huge deal. I feel like if he can't get on board with the new me, then we may have to go our separate ways.
Okay. Does he have a point? Mm-hmm. You said you were invisible for all of these years. Mm-hmm. Does it bother you that the same people that looked right through you and didn't see you wouldn't give you the time of day, wouldn't kiss you on the dance floor, and certainly wouldn't ask you to sit on their lap, are the very ones that are giving you attention now? Have you ever thought about that? They wouldn't give you the time of day before. He was there through thick and thin.
Literally.
Yeah, sure. Now she's too thin.
Well, now he wants thick again, and I'm not going to do that.
No, he doesn't get to dictate your body size. That's up to you. You are married to him, and you owe it to him to conduct yourself with dignity and respect in a way that reflects on in a way that reflects on and honors your husband.
Well, what do you do when he doesn't go anywhere? He won't take me anywhere. We won't go anywhere together.
Well, you need to get off your lazy ass and squire your wife around. Okay? You do. That doesn't mean you need to be out. That doesn't mean you need to be out till 3 in the morning. You're in law enforcement. You can't be out drinking and partying and carousing till all hours. That you can't do that and have your job. But that doesn't mean that you can't take your wife out socializing and conduct yourself in a responsible manner. You need to take her out some. She wants to go out. Take her out.
Okay.
I'll go anywhere, Dr. Phil. I like to go anywhere. I just want to go out. I want to be out in the world.
You know, she spent a lot of time sitting home because she didn't feel good enough to go out. And she said, you know, I let a lot of my life pass me by. I've made different choices. I now want to experience different things. Come on, she worked hard. Take her out and let her play. Take her some places. You don't have to go to a meat market with 20-year-olds and you think where she's dressed like a slut, behaving like a slut. Take her some places where she would enjoy herself. If she wants to dance, learn to dance. If she wants to go, you don't have to go there every night, but take her some places that she would want to go.
Okay.
Hell, I can bust a move. You can't. Right? All right, look, David and Julie's daughters say they are sick of getting lectured by their mother about their weight. They say they're embarrassed of their mom's party girl behavior, too. He has reinforcements in the wings. We're going to add them to this conversation next. We'll be right back.
My mom dressing and acting the way she does makes me very irritated. She wears low-cut blouses, short skirts, short dresses, high heels. She talks about weight loss nonstop.
My mom says, "Are you really going to eat that, Gabrielle?" I feel like my mom looks down on me because of my weight.
My mom dresses like she's 21. She wears low-cut blouses, short skirts, short dresses, high heels. It's slutty. When my mom does go out and party, no one picking her up from the bar because she can't drive herself home.
My mom never drank before. She was skinny.
The last time she went out, she got trashed. I feel like she definitely has more fun with her friends over spending time with her family.
Do I think she is now cheating on my dad? No. Do I think that she has? Yes.
She talks about weight loss nonstop.
If I said, hey, Tay, there's Diet Coke, then no. Then you would have thought I was calling you fat.
All I'm saying is I really don't care. She turns everything, the simplest question about weight, into a 3-hour conversation.
My mom says, like, are you really gonna eat that, Gabrielle? You think that's good for you? I feel like my mom looks down on me because of my weight.
I think she'd be more comfortable hanging out with us if we were thinner.
Okay, so it's Gabrielle, right? And now, and you're Taylor.
Yes.
What do you want to see your mom do? What needs to happen here?
I don't mind that, if she wanted to go out. That's not my issue. I want her to make the same commitment to us as she does with her friends. If that makes sense.
How so? You mean spending time with you?
If she wants to go out with her friends, one night, fine. That's awesome. But what about our day?
I understood that she started this to inspire you guys to get healthy.
Me and her
slim down, get healthy, all of that.
Yeah, me and her started a diet together, and I ended up losing about 40 pounds. And then I ended up gaining it all back, and she just kept going, but we did it together originally.
Yeah. Does it help you guys that she talks to you about your weight and questions what you eat and all that?
Complete opposite.
No, it
The
makes me
opposite?
irritated.
Yeah.
How so?
Her saying it, I guess, food for us is more of a stress reliever.
Uh-huh.
Doing that, even if we're bored or whatever, we use food as a cover-up, as if we're sad or something like that. And when my mom does say stuff about us being overweight or whatever, it does hurt our feelings really bad. Sorry. And it makes us sorry.
That's okay. Everybody cries on the Dr. Phil show. So it bothers you that she says it. How about you? Same thing?
I usually let it roll because I don't really I've been used to it, so I don't take it to heart. I blatantly ignore her.
Yeah. And you guys say it embarrasses you the way she dresses and conducts herself.
Well, because it's
inappropriate for her age, I'd say. I dress more like my mom dresses. I'm 17. My mom's 41. Right? 41? Yeah.
Yeah, she appreciates you sharing that on national television. Okay. So what do you think about this?
Taylor's 21 years old, and I get, the family time and all of that. I do. But everybody would have to be involved in it. We can do family time out. You don't want to go anywhere. You walk away from me half the time.
What is it you're so hungry to do? What is it you want so badly?
I feel like I had sort of a near-death experience when I lost the weight. So when I wake up every day, I feel like I have to fit everything in really, really, really fast because I feel like I'm going to be... Today I'm skinny. I don't know about tomorrow. I'm 41 years old. I don't know when it's going to be that I'm looked through past again. And so I have to hurry up, and get it all in.
But what's the it? What is it you're wanting? What's the it? What's the experience you got to have where you go, wow, I'm alive.
Living every day.
What?
She wants attention.
I like the attention, don't get me wrong there, but it isn't just that. I like doing a lot of different things.
Well, you're getting a lot of attention right now. You're on national television.
Yes.
Right?
Well, I like the attention.
That's okay.
No,
Listen,
I do.
That's okay, but you want to get the right kind of attention.
Exactly.
You're getting attention. The thing that bothered me about this from the beginning is you're feeding off attention from people that wouldn't give you the time of day before you lost weight.
Thank you.
Right. Well,
Isn't
he
that
doesn't give me the
shallow?
time of day. It is, but he doesn't give me the time of day either.
But there's that but again.
But.
No, but. You keep saying but. You completely negate everything I say. You're feeding off attention from people that are so shallow they wouldn't pay any attention to you before you lost weight.
It's true.
I mean, are you that starved for attention that you'll let people use you in that way? Come on. What are you teaching your daughters? That you have no value unless you lose weight?
No.
And that's the funny part, because before she taught us exactly how a marriage was supposed to be, how a family is supposed to be, and she's gone against her own words.
How so? What do you see her doing that contradicts what she taught you value-wise?
She always said, when you're in a marriage, you be faithful. And she hasn't been. That You know, she never drank before, and now that's all she does.
Mm-hmm.
And she was always a family person, and she's not at all now.
Well, there's some attention. You're playing with fire. And then what was fun in games can get real ugly real quick. Would you rather wake up tomorrow and say, I was at the wine bar with my friends? Or would you rather wake up tomorrow and say, I reconnected with my daughters and I'm being a role model for health and my family values, and I'm still taking great pride in the way I look and the way I feel, and I'm going to find adventures and things that I can do now that I couldn't do before, but I'm going to do it in a way that I can be proud of, that honors my family, my husband, my commitments in every way. Because it seems to me that what you are becoming infatuated with now, if we're just going to be completely bold, and I think it is that. I think it is infatuation, because I disagree with your husband's fears and your daughter's speculation. I don't think you're out cheating and tramping around. I really don't. And I'm a pretty good judge of these things. But I think you're infatuated with male attention because you never had it. But I'm going to tell you something, you're playing with fire. You're playing with fire. Because you're going to flirt around with the wrong old boy that resents being teased, and you're going to wind up in the wrong place at the wrong time to somebody that doesn't understand, no, I was just kind of kidding around. And you're going to put yourself in harm's way, and then what was fun in games can get real ugly real quick. And you need to make that decision and say, I'm going to manage this in a good way. And my husband resents the fact that I'm out strutting away. My daughters are embarrassed by the fact that I'm out strutting around and not being the mother that has been such a terrific role model that has raised two delightful daughters. You know, don't let them lose their mother here and their compass. You know, be their compass here and reconnect with him. And look, she was easy to partner because she sat at home, you know, like another piece of furniture. And then all of a sudden her energy is back and she's saying, hey, I'm higher maintenance. You got to do more with me now. So power up, man.
I've been trying, Dr. Phil. And the thing is, I've told her all along since she found out this thing that she put together with her hub or whatever for her diet. It's been like all these people have called in about her, you know, talked about her, blah, 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 blah. And she's helped a whole lot of people. And I've told her she's proud of that. But the problem is she doesn't continue by...
Well, that's where I feel like we could connect.
Do I look like I was looking for excuses?
No, sir.
Okay. Here's what I'm looking for. Let this be a teachable moment in your daughters' lives that as marriages evolve and change, that you renegotiate the deal, but you stay hooked up. Let them see their dad step up and meet their mother on new ground. Let them see their mother and their dad redefine their marriage at this 21-year juncture, whatever it is, and get out there and start doing things. You guys clearly are very much in love. You got a great family here. You calm down. You power up. You girls be proud of your mother, and we'll get this done. All right, next. She came on the show because her boyfriend said he was repulsed by what he called her pork rind skin on her body. My entire audience cheered for her to get the surgery and dump the guy. But did she? Well, we're going to find out what all happened with that story. You'll remember it when we come back.
Dawn's skin looks like a giant pork rind wrapped around her stomach. And when I see her skin, put some clothes back on.
Your self-esteem is really compromised, that you're willing to take that. My next guest, Dawn, appeared on a show last year because she says she didn't feel hot enough for her man. Now, her boyfriend, Paul, compared the loose skin on her stomach to a pork rind. Now, you'll remember Dawn and Paul.
I got gastric bypass surgery and I lost 155 pounds. I feel better at 40 than I ever felt at 25.
I never have connected with somebody as well as I have with Dawn, but I'm not attracted to her body. Dawn's skin looks like a giant pork rind wrapped around her stomach. I was just flabbergasted. Wow, it was repulsive. I did want to have sex with her, but what I think about when I see her skin is put some clothes back on. I know looks aren't everything, but without that physical attraction, how can you get the romance going?
He actually started dating another girl. It made me feel inferior, and it just broke my heart.
Your self-esteem is really compromised, that you're willing to take that from somebody, and it tells me that you're not in love with this woman.
I do feel like I could get a better-looking woman. I don't want a perfect 10. I just want somebody who's normal.
Best friends don't hurt best friends.
The one thing that's holding me back having what I want out of life is the skin. That is an ugly, disgusting reminder of the past that I don't want to see anymore. I'm happy with being 145 pounds, and now I'm going to lose the love of my life because of some stupid skin.
If your love of your life would withhold himself from you over some stupid skin, as you call it, why would you settle for that?
In regards to the excess skin, it's hard for me to get romantic.
Paul has two fears when it comes to my plastic surgeries. One, that it won't work, or two, it'll work too good and then I'll look too hot and I'll want to leave him for somebody else.
My question is, do I arrange to have this surgery done for you, or do I not? If you think that I should not do it because it just plays into the bad aspect of this relationship, stand up. Okay, a lot of people say no. If you think you should do it, stand up. Well, I decided before I took the vote, I did, but I am going to do this. A lot of people here think you're going to wind up kicking him to the curb when this is over. I simply didn't think that I should penalize you because of him.
Thank you so much.
Well, after much debate, I did decide to arrange for Dawn to have this surgery, and she looks great now, but the big question is, did she dump Paul after the surgery, or did she stick with the guy that was repulsed by her stomach? Well, take a look.
Since the show, my life has been completely different. I have had 2 surgeries. The first one was the tummy tuck, the thigh lift, and the breast augmentation. The second surgery was the Brazilian butt lift and breast augmentation revision. Absolutely love that I can wear a bikini at the pool. I've never had a flat stomach. And I also like the girls. They're nice and full and round, and they make me feel like a woman. Since the surgeries, Paul and I have been the happiest we've ever been. Paul and I have actually become boyfriend and girlfriend, and we are intimate now.
I am definitely more physically attracted to Dawn.
Our sex life is fun, new, and exciting. He hugs me, he kisses me, he tells me he loves me.
I would categorize Dawn's body as more normal. Nobody's perfect, but it's definitely very appealing.
We have talked about marriage. However, neither one of us are in a hurry to get married. If I didn't have the surgeries, I think my and Paul's relationship would just still be on a best friend level. Paul tells me all the time I look fantastic. And Paul says things like that to me. Sometimes I don't believe it.
Dawn still has a few insecurities. When we've been around other girls, she does get down on herself, and then she shuts down.
The insecurity in my head is just the residual of being a fat girl for so long. Dr. Phil, how do I get past not only my own internal insecurities, but the grudges that I sometimes hold against Paul for the way our relationship started?
Well, Paul is going to join us in a minute, but I wanted to hear from Dawn first. So how are you doing?
Fantastic. Never better. I mean, I feel like a brand new woman and a brand new life.
Just how did it change the way you felt about yourself? You said you thought I'd never be on the beach in a two-piece.
Well, yeah, I mean, I hadn't worn a two-piece since I was like 9 years old. I actually felt like a woman for the first time in probably in my adult life.
This is a significant surgery
Absolutely.
that has to be done by an experienced and skilled surgeon. And Dawn's plastic surgeon was Dr. Craig Hobart, who did her tummy tuck, butt lift, thigh lift, and breast augmentation surgery. Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. You are a sculptor. Wow. How long did this take?
Dawn did great. The first surgery probably took 7-8 hours. It's a big surgery. It has to be planned out. You have to understand that one thing affects the blood supply of another thing. I was flattered that Dawn wanted me to do the surgery, and I really felt that Dawn was the best possible patient. She had put in so much hard work of it on her own, and she truly had a problem that she could not get rid of. And that's the good partnership to have when you're doing plastic surgery.
Well, the last time Dawn's boyfriend was here, my audience booed him. Next, let's hear what Paul has to say about Dawn and her new body. We'll be right back.
Dawn's skin looks like a giant pork rind wrapped around her stomach. I was just flabbergasted. Wow, it was repulsive.
I have had 2 surgeries. We are intimate now.
I would categorize Dawn's body as more normal. Nobody's perfect, but it's definitely very appealing.
Well, I've been talking to Dawn about her choice to stay with Paul, who is joining us now. He says now that Dawn has had the surgery, they have merged as a couple. So what's the future for you guys?
For me personally, I am so content right now. I almost don't even like to think about the future because I just don't want it to end because everything is just so good right now. And we've talked about marriage and children, and I mean, I'm not getting any younger, but it also is not like we're in a hurry to do it tomorrow. So,
you had some resentment towards him for the way he treated you in the past, what he thought, things that he said.
Right.
Are you over that?
I would say 99.9%. We don't hold grudges against each other at all.
Is she confident about herself now? Are there things that still cause her to feel inferior or insecure?
Her confidence is way up. I mean, she looks great. She's beautiful.
Yeah, well, I'm proud of both of you guys. I wish you the best, seriously.
Thank you very much.
I do. All right, next, if you've lost a lot of weight and can't understand why you're feeling anxious, I've got some advice for you when we come back. Look, I know that a lot of people want to lose weight, and they sometimes think, look, this is going to fix your life. And if you thought, look, this is going to solve all of my problems, eliminate my insecurities, you probably found out the hard way that fixing the wrapper doesn't always fix the contents. You got to realize that you're going to have the same problems you had when you were overweight, you're just in a little bit smaller body. So you got to understand that while it's important to manage your weight, it's just as crucial that you manage the inside as well. So you really have to take some time while you're losing that weight to say, what's my internal dialogue? What am I really wrestling with in terms of my insecurities? Because if that doesn't change along the way, you're going to get there and be really, really disappointed. A really big thanks to Dr. Craig Hobart, who performed multiple surgeries on Dawn. Now, I want to take just a minute and say that he is also the founder of his own medical mission called the LEAP Foundation, which has helped more than 7,000 children. You heard me right, 7,000 children in 18 countries over the last 21 years. Take a look at some of these images with the wonderful work that he has done with the cleft lip and palates that he's done in giving some of these children a second chance and a lease on life. What terrific, terrific work. Craig, that's just absolutely amazing. So thank you for that. And we're going to put a link to your LEAP Foundation on the drphil.com website. So people click on that, see more about the great work they're doing. And it all takes money. So please make a contribution to this great, great work because they'll put it to good use. If you're having concerns about an upcoming cosmetic surgery, you have an issue with a loved one's weight problem or extreme makeover, go to drphil.com for more advice. We'll see you next time. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. Thanks for the great work you do. Thanks, Jack. See ya.
Today on Dr. Phil.
My mother's abuse was never ending. She would lock us in the room without any food or water.
That's a lie. I remember drinking from the toilet.
She thinks her mother's deranged.
Don't you say that you are a witch?
No, I'm a magi. There's a difference.
Yeah, putting black magic on your grandson. You're such a great grandmother.
Did I wake up in the twilight zone?
If this was her childhood,
You said I'd beat my children with a belt.
I would make them say, "Thank you, Mother, may I have another?" I was a sick psycho.
can she ever forgive her mom?
You're telling me you never punched me in the face?
No, I did not. You beat all of us.
Why is this funny to you?
Because it's not true.
Let's do it.
Have a good show, everybody. Here we go.
This is a safe place to talk about hard things.
Stand by. We'll count you down.
I try to be an emotional compass and point you in the right direction.
5, 4.
I am not giving up on you. Take a look at this innocent little girl. This was a time in her life when she shouldn't have had a care or a worry in the world. But this little girl says that she lived in a house of horrors, filled with unbelievable acts of abuse, from being kicked and spit on to being so deprived of water she claims she was left with no choice but to drink out of the toilet. So who would do this to a young girl? Who does she say is responsible for this childhood torture? Well, you might guess it was her mother. Beth says the abuse was so bad that even as early as 5 years old, she prayed every night that God would take her away from her own mommy dearest.
My childhood was like living in a house of horrors. When my mom would get angry, she had a killer face. When I saw her killer face come out, then we knew code red. It was over. My mom would take a belt and soak it in hot water, and then she would have us take our clothes off, and then she would start whipping us with the belt. She would make us say, "Thank you, Mother, may I have another." She would put socks in her mouth when we would start screaming and crying, so it would muffle the sound of our cries. One time, I couldn't get a math problem right, and so she got really mad. She slapped me out of the chair. I fell to the floor. She grabbed me by the hair and started slamming my face into the ground. She grabbed me by the neck and started lifting me up like that and was just choking me. She would spit on me, and till this day, I still feel the heat of her spit. There was another time when my brother got in trouble. I told Ricky, "Get up, get in the room and lock the door." And she saw that his door was shut, and she went downstairs and she grabbed an axe and started chopping the door down. And he tried to jump out the second-story window of his bedroom. There was a scene in the movie The Shining, and just totally flashed through my mind when I saw her doing that. Living through the abuse from my mother was living hell.
Bad as that sounds, Beth says the physical torture she endured was nothing compared to the constant verbal abuse and psychological mind games she says her mother used on her and her siblings.
My mother's abuse was never ending because when she wasn't being physical, then she was being mentally, verbally abusive with me. When I was 5 years old, she called me stupid bitch, piece of things a mother should not be telling a 5-year-old. When my brother and I were younger, she would lock us in the room without any food or water, and she wouldn't let us out. We would be starving by the time we got out. We'd have to soil ourselves. My bed would be soaked with pee. If I ever talked back to my mom, she would give us spoonfuls of hot sauce and not allow us to have any water. I would literally sneak to the bathroom and I would drink water from the toilet like a dog. She would make me do sit-ups and push-ups as punishment. There were many times when I called CPS on my mom, nothing would happen because she's very manipulative. She would play a really good, loving, motherly role, like she never did a thing. And you know what? She's very believable. After CPS would leave and they didn't find any evidence of what I said was going on, it was hell for me. Till this day, it affects me.
Okay, Beth, with all of this that's going on, why do you want to be here today?
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Just to get some closure, and because it's been going on for so long that I do want to confront her. I'm tired of going through this.
Is this woman seriously deranged?
I believe so.
But you said she choked you, she kicked you in the head.
Yeah, everything.
You said she soaked a belt in hot water and beat you with it. So I'm asking you, how deranged would you have to be from where you are now to imagine doing that to your child?
I would never. No normal parent would do that to their kid.
Now, you can imagine she tells a very different story.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Beth's mother, Cecilia, is here and admits she was rough with Beth, but says she needed to be disciplined. Take a look.
My daughter, Elizabeth, is a master manipulator. She can cry at the drop of a hat. I call her the queen of crocodile tears. My daughter's a rageaholic. When she gets that angry, she would fly at her, just swinging and punching and biting. I see hate in her eyes. She just becomes a monster. It's scary. I used to lock my door at night because I think, is she gonna come in here and stab me? I keep holy water in my purse. I went to go see a psychologist, and he was like, well, it sounds to me like your daughter's a sociopath. She can be very vicious. Elizabeth would get my cat's ears and twist them. I really think that my daughter has psychological issues. Elizabeth took feces and finger painted. I'm not finger painting, you're gonna make flowers. I mean, she took it and just smeared it all over the walls. I had my issues, but I didn't know how to be any other way. As far as I knew, as long as I didn't burn my kids with cigarettes, you know, put them in the closet, I thought that was being a good parent. I didn't beat my kids into bloody pulps. I did spank them. Usually it was my hand, or I had like a flat sandal that was kind of like this, and it would be like bap, bap, bap. But if I brought out the belt, you know that you messed up. I would make them bend over like this on the bed, and we would count. And as they would count, I would make them say, 1, thank you, Mother, may I have another? I was twisted, and quite honestly, I was a sick psycho.
Well, Beth has not spoken to her mother in 2 years. So, Cecilia, come on out and join us.
Wow. Wonderful to meet you, sir.
Good to meet you. Have a seat. I'm glad you're here. Tell me why you wanted to be here today.
Well, first of all, I love you, Mija.
No, you don't.
But I made you drink out of a toilet?
No.
Oh, my God, no. Dr. Phil?
She didn't say you made her drink out of a toilet.
Oh, okay.
Maybe if you wouldn't have turned the doorknob inside out and locked me and Ricky in there, I wouldn't be thirsty and do that when we got out.
That happened, huh?
Yeah, it did.
Dr. Phil, a lot of what she's saying, and I'm not going to lie to you, I did whip my kids. And I believe that kids should get spanked. To a degree. Now, I grew up in a very, very violent home. In my opinion, do you see the scar right here? Do you see it?
I do.
When I got in trouble, see here? That was because my mom missed my eye. She would smoke her cigarettes so hard that the cherry would get so hot. She grabbed me by the back of my head and she stuck it in my face. I mean, I wasn't the best mom, Beth. But
So
you know
you're
what?
telling me that you never called Ricky a freaking retard? You never sat there and punched me in the face?
No, I did not.
You beat us. You beat all of us.
You are a lying sack of
No,
That's what
I'm
you
not.
are. I am disgusted with your behavior.
Be disgusted with me because you're the one who's bad, not me.
Oh, really, Elizabeth? You are a liar.
Okay.
You are so full of it.
I am
oh
so
my
full of
God,
it.
Dr.
You
Phil.
are a
Now,
manipulator.
You've been out here for 5 minutes. You said, I was a sick psycho and I did beat my children with a belt at times. And on national television, you've called your daughter a lying sack of
Yeah.
Now, you
She
talked about
brings
you
it
had
out
your
of me.
issues then, but what kind of parenting is that? Why would you call your daughter that name?
Okay, Dr. Phil, this little girl has put my family, my entire family, through hell.
No.
Did you ever choke your daughter?
No.
You never choked? Did you
Never
ever slap
choked her.
her?
Yes.
You slapped her in the face?
Yes, I did.
Did you
Open
ever
hand.
kick her?
No.
Yes, you have. You've choked me. You've done everything in the book. You've done the same thing to Ricky and to Tiffany.
Did you ever kick her in the head?
No.
Did you ever spit on her?
No.
Yes, you have.
Did you ever soak a belt and hit her with it?
No.
Yes, you have.
That I had to, I'm sorry, that was just creative. Look
Did
at child,
you-
call it, stop.
No, shut up.
Did you stick a sock in her mouth?
Yes.
Why?
I stuck a sock in her mouth for cussing me out.
No, you didn't. You put a sock in my mouth to shut me up from when you were hitting me with the belt.
That's a lie.
No, it's not a lie.
All right, well, let's take a break. Next, from allegedly hiring someone to beat up Beth while she was pregnant in an attempt to kill her unborn child to spreading horrific rumors that Beth is a prostitute, Beth says her mother is still trying to hurt her. We'll talk about that after the break and let Cecilia say what she wanted to say.
When I was pregnant, she tried to hire somebody to come and jump me so I would miscarry. She has told people that I was prostituting myself. I'm a no good mother.
Elizabeth threw something and it hit the baby. One of these days, these idiots are gonna kill my grandchild.
I'm not even living with my mom anymore and I can't escape her. My boyfriend and I both had to change our numbers because she was texting us, harassing us. My mom would make fake Facebook and fake Instagram profiles and she would spy on me.
I even got into it with her on Facebook. We sent each other some really nasty texts. How she wants me to die and how she wants to on my grave.
When I was pregnant, she tried to hire somebody to come and jump me so I would miscarry. She has told people that I was prostituting myself, that I abused my child, that I'm a drug addict. There's many times when she's texted me saying that she's gonna beat my ass and that I'm worthless, I'm no good mother.
Elizabeth threw something and it hit the baby. One of these days, these idiots are gonna kill my grandchild.
My mom and a family member did call CPS. They said that we were beating our child and that we were starving him. It was a complete joke.
Child Protective Services are morons. If anything happens to my grandchildren, I'm gonna sue the out of that county.
It really hurts me because I can't escape no matter what I do.
Yeah, that's why you beat us, because you didn't even want us.
I know, Beth. I'm sorry that you were so abused.
Why is this funny to you? Because I don't see anything funny here at all, and you're laughing and saying wow.
Because
and
a lot of things that she's saying,
laughing. What is
it's
funny
not
here?
true.
I am worked up and I'm pissed because my son is my pride and joy and she knows that. And you called CPS because you wanted him to be taken away. I will never be like you.
Dr. Phil, first of all, I swear to God, I never called
You
CPS.
swear to God that you never beat us, but you did. I remember being locked into the room. I remember drinking from the toilet. I remember you hitting me with the wet belt. You used to laugh at it.
You two get fired up and start talking, but you also write to each other. There are texts between the two. Cecilia, you have written to her, I loved you so much, and all you ever do is blank on me and my family. You are garbage like your dad, and that pathetic whore you call a grandmother. You're writing to your daughter. What are you?
Oh, I'm not proud of it.
You then write back, laugh out loud, you are crazy. Then you write back,
no.
And you are trash and everyone knows it. I am telling the truth. You are worthless as a daughter, as a mother, as a wife. Laugh my ass off.
Yeah.
Now, come on. Seriously, that's your idea of parenting. You're telling your daughter, you are worthless as a daughter. You are worthless as a wife. You are... What is your goal there? What is your goal?
See, the funny thing is...
There's nothing funny.
No. Okay. Not funny, haha. But the thing is, she kept what she wanted to keep. She didn't keep the whole conversation.
Doesn't matter. There is no context in which you can write that and justify it. What is your objective here?
I was just giving her back the medicine that she's been giving me for a long time. And it may sound ugly, but it's the truth.
Because you're not around.
No.
You treated me like crap.
I want nothing to do with you, Beth.
Okay, so you're...
The only reason that I'm here, Dr. Phil, is because I want closure. That's it. After this, I'm walking away, and I don't ever want to have to deal with this again.
Well, you said context. Elizabeth responds, you're just mad because I'm a better mother than you'll ever be. I don't beat my son like you beat us. I will never treat my son the way you did me. I will love my son forever, and that is something you will hate because I got my blank together unlike you, who's crazy. Keep hating, Mom. I love you. Then, Cecilia, you write back, Elizabeth, people tell the truth and you don't. God has been punishing you and you don't even know it. Mark will find a younger, smarter female once you look like blank. Your son will learn to hate you and he will see through all of your blank. That is a fact.
Yeah.
Elizabeth says, I'm a great mother, something that you can't stand because you beat us as babies until now, and you starved us. You tried killing your own children. Laugh out loud, you're the one thing I will never be like. So keep talking blank, your day will come. You write back, you sad, sorry, and pathetic excuse for a human. Yeah. Truth is still fact. I'm better than you and you know it, so goodbye for good and don't text back. It won't get read, loser.
Yeah. And I don't regret writing that. I really don't.
In all of that, I hear her saying, you beat us, you tried to kill us, you did all these horrible things. And I heard you say a lot of things, but I never heard you deny it.
Because it's not true.
Beth's older sister is here. She admits her mother was at times terrifying, but she says her baby sister had it much easier than her, and that her baby sister is not telling the truth about most things. We'll meet the sister after the break.
Beth has played the victim her entire life. She seems to forget all the horrible things that she did. She was a hardcore troubled child.
After 17 years of sobriety, I got up one morning and I thought, why am I still sober? And I walked down to the mini mart and bought 3 little shots of bourbon. Elizabeth broke me. She drove me to drink.
Well, from accusations of severe physical abuse, starvation, and to claims of being forced to drink out of a toilet and using her bed as a bathroom, Beth points the finger at her mother for turning their home into what she says was a house of horrors. But Beth's older sister, Tiffany, says Beth is greatly exaggerating the truth.
My sister Beth is manipulative and destructive. She used to hit herself and tell my mom it was me. Beth was like, if no one's giving me attention, then I'm gonna find a way to get it. She seems to forget where all the horrible things that she did. She was a hardcore troubled child. My sister's relationship with my mom is explosive. As a child, I was terrified of my mom. My mom was scary. We had this rule when I was growing up, which was I was allowed to take punishment for my sister. My mom was colorful and creative when it came to my punishments. One time my mom did shave my head. My sister's hair was never shaved, it was cut short, like Demi Moore in Ghost. I was Demi Moore in G.I. Jane. The perfect example for Beth lying, she told me that my mom hit her so hard that it ripped her braces out. Beth has played the victim her entire life, and she does need to stop. The only person I know who has failed Beth 100% is Beth herself. Unless my sister changes dramatically, we cannot have a relationship.
Well, Tiffany hasn't spoken to her sister in years, so you two don't have a relationship.
No.
And tell me why not.
Because, look, I'm messed up in my own head. I have PTSD and anxiety, and I have issues myself with our childhood wasn't easy. And what you guys just did, this back and forth thing, I cannot have in my life. I do not want it in my life. Nobody else in our family fights like that. They fight, but they don't fight to where you guys can't even hear each other.
You and her fought like that.
Yes.
How many times?
Yes, we did. I agree.
How many times did you have to protect me from her beating us?
And actually, I agree with you. I did. Many times. Mom, go away.
And
Mom.
then she would turn and start hitting you.
Yes, and I was, you know what? I did that for you. Because I loved you. And Mom was incredibly hard on me. Incredibly
she was
hard.
hard on you, and
but,
I do agree with
I'm
that.
sorry, but I'm sorry. But
Okay.
Mom even gave me the option of taking your punishment, which I did repeatedly.
Okay,
because you couldn't take it.
Let me talk to me for a minute and not her. Why did you take beatings for your sister?
I couldn't really watch her cry. It hurt me.
Or you couldn't watch Mom hit me.
Okay, hold on.
No, you don't understand. When you
Okay, hold on. Let me interrupt both of you for a minute. Let me ask you something. What is funny to you right now? Because let me tell you something.
I didn't hit her the way she said. Most of the time when she says, "Oh, my mama should be,"
Because you know the sad fact here is, what we're talking about here is the fact that she's taking beatings on her behalf. And we're talking about
beatings is a
that.
loose term, maybe whoopings.
No,
whoopings better. Like
Whatever you call it. But we're
Whatever.
talking
I call
about that
beatings
as
whoopings,
though
same thing.
that's a normal occurrence in
Three on the butt.
in a
You're
childhood.
such a liar.
3 on the butt with that
Tiffany.
sandalia.
3 on the butt. Guide the way. 3 on the butt. If you move, you get another one.
Let's look at the tape here. I queued it back up.
And I did spank them. Usually it was my hand, or I had like a flat sandal that was kind of like this, and it would be like bat, bat, bat. But if I brought out the belt, you know that you messed up. I would make them bend over like this on the bed, and we would count. And as they would count, I would make them say, 1, thank you, Mother, may I have another?
I'm sorry, we do laugh about it, and I laugh
Yeah,
about
we
it
do.
now because it's kind of funny now to me, just a little bit.
Yeah.
It wasn't funny at the time, it wasn't, but...
No, it was not funny at the time, I'm
No.
sure. You just think it's hilarious. It just cracks you up. Your knee slapping over
She's
this.
one of those
Okay.
people that laughs when
I
nervous,
laugh when I'm
too.
nervous.
Yeah, okay,
It's just one of those.
Okay. Well, this will really crack you up then. So,
She laughs in court, too.
so there were times when she would force you to drink hot sauce or eat jalapenos.
Okay,
As
the hot
punishment.
sauce is like my mom's version of wash your mouth out with soap. You get a tablespoon of hot sauce if you lie.
Okay.
That,
And
or cuss, yeah.
yeah.
Whatever.
Okay.
But Latinos do that. I'm not the only one.
No,
Yeah.
they don't.
Yes, they do.
Quite a few.
Excuse me. Hello.
No, I'm not saying that. Don't generalize.
Okay,
that
while
was
this
here at
continues, we're going to
ROTC.
take a break. Next, it was a night that changed Beth and her family forever, and she believes her mother may well have been behind it all. We'll find out what
You did
happened
not
after the
go
break.
there.
You are such.
My mom was giving me a bath. We heard bangs from a gun.
Thought they were firecrackers outside.
I remember seeing blood.
And I was yelling at him. Oh my God.
I honestly believe that she had something to do with his murder.
When Beth was just 6 years old, her stepfather was shot and killed in a tragic accident while she was taking a bath in the next room. Now, although the case was closed 17 years ago, Beth believes that her mother may well have been involved, and her stepfather's death may not have been an accident. In fact, it may have been a murder. Take a look.
When I was 6 years old, my mom was giving me a bath. She told me she was going to go check on the laundry, and she was gone for a while. And after she came back, we heard bangs from a gun.
I was shampooing her hair when I heard the shots, and I thought they were firecrackers outside.
And I got out of the bathtub. I see my brother, I see my stepdad. His face was pale, and I remember seeing blood on him.
And I was yelling at him, oh my God.
When the police came in the ambulance, I was watching as he was being wheeled out. And I remember the yellow caution tape. They pronounced him dead at the hospital. That was the most horrific moment of my life. The conclusion of the case was that my 4-year-old autistic brother murdered my stepdad with his handgun. He was special needs. There's no way that he could have grabbed a gun, aimed it perfectly, and shot him and killed him. I honestly believe that she had something to do with his murder.
He left me here, and people thought that I would hurt him. There's nothing worse than knowing that.
After he passed away, she did get a lot of money. Until this day, she gets his money. That's just fishy to me.
Okay, so...
Why do you look at me? Stop staring at me.
Don't. Remember, she's very upset right now because you brought up something that
you weren't even there that night.
You're
so
right,
you don't
but
know
I'm the one who... You have no idea what they did to me in that orphanage.
You don't know
but
what
we got
they did
stuck
to me
because
either.
of that one night.
And you tried to suffocate me with a pillow.
That's right, because you were beating my little brother.
No,
my
I
baby
was
brother.
not
Yes,
hitting
you were.
him. No,
you were
I was
beating
not
him.
hitting him. You made me
You
sleep.
were blaming him because
made
you
me
actually
sleep.
thought he had done it.
In
Police
that.
come over one
No,
day
I
and
was
just
not
tell
hitting
me.
him.
They come to my friend's house and tell me that all of a sudden the person I thought of as a father is dead. And then they stick me in a room, and then they won't even let me speak to my mother. So yes,
and what a coincidence.
I was messed up in the head.
What a coincidence that mom dropped you off at a place where you don't even like the girl the night he dies.
What? I got invited with many other girls to a friendship club gathering. And mom encouraged me to go, and I actually wanted to go because the thought of being accepted
what
by
a
any
perfect
kid
night
seemed
for
like
something
good.
like a murder to happen.
Beth, you're acting like coincidence never happened. Like nothing.
You are a liar.
No.
Why are you saying she is evil?
Because of everything she has put us through. You don't understand, Dr.
Everything
Phil.
I've put
No,
you
I
through?
love my daughter, but I'm
No, you
done.
don't.
I am done.
What happened is your 4.5-year-old special needs son picked up a loaded weapon that was
And
laying
fired
out
it,
in the room
yes.
and fired it and killed your husband.
Yes.
How many times did he fire the gun?
I have no idea. I didn't even.
I'm not sure.
Once,
It's been a
twice,
while.
3
I don't-
times?
I don't know.
It's been like 15 years. I don't know.
What kind of gun?
Doctor, it was an automatic gun. As a matter of fact,
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
The ones Bruce had 2 guns, one under his pillow at all times, and it was never on safety. And another one I think was in the computer desk.
Yeah.
But Bruce was highly paranoid. I loved him. He was a
our
wonderful
house broken
father to
into
me.
3
But
times.
he was paranoid a little
Okay,
bit, which he had reason to be.
Why do you
He had reason to be.
Why do you say she's evil?
she has done so many wicked things to us.
Oh my gosh.
Aren't you-
Okay.
Don't you say that you are a witch?
No, I'm a magi. There's a difference.
Next, Beth claims her mother practices black magic and considers herself to be a powerful witch that not even God's will could stop. She says Cecilia has threatened to cast demons and spells to ruin her life. We'll talk about that after the break.
My mother considers herself a powerful witch. She's into black magic and tarot cards. She threatens to cast demonic entities onto me and my family. She has told me that she's going to send spirits to drag me and my son out of bed. And they're gonna rip us apart. My mom is crazy. She is straight up crazy.
Is my religious preference on...
I mean, I don't know. I'm asking. I'm not into witchcraft, so I don't understand.
Okay.
I highly call it. Okay, I've seen my mother work. All right, if that's truly witchcraft, then most Mexican women in Mexico must be witches, because most of the time she's praying to a candle and she's lighting some incense, and I'm sorry, but all Mexican women do that. To me, that is not a witch.
And just
to me,
so
that's
you
just
know,
someone highly
my
spiritual.
sister also. I'm not the only one
Have
in
you
my family.
sent her writings? Oh, this is funny again?
Oh my God. No, not like you think, Dr.
You've
Phil.
sent her writings to curse her?
I would like to see those. Post them.
You think you got away with everything you did, but you failed to remember the
La Santísima Muerte.
La Santísima Muerte can be anywhere, anytime, even if you don't believe. I will make sure that she takes what is near and dear to you, because you forget that I can be an evil, vindictive bitch. No one can help you, especially that generic Christian church. The angel of death will be my avenger. Spiders will come on to you in your sleep, and you will not know peace for 7 years. If you seek help from another witch, she will not live past the 3rd year after the attempted cleansing. She will wither and die. If you don't warn her about this curse, then the La Santísima Muerte will take a member of your family every year you live. As I will, it shall be by her dark power. This will pass.
But that's a blessing, right?
You sent that to her. That's your...
I didn't send that to her.
But it's directed towards each other, just not. But it's like posting.
Do you
I don't
see her
understand.
name up there anywhere?
Oh, come on.
It's a technicality.
No, do you see her name up there?
Are you telling me that's not directed at her?
That, you know what? It wasn't directed at her. As a matter of fact, at the time, I was dealing with another witch. And that is the honest to God truth. But I'm not a witch. I'm a maga. My mother and my grandmother taught me. This is part of our lineage. You know we are Gitanos.
Yeah, putting black magic on your grandson. You're such a great grandmother.
Are you crazy?
Don't even get into this.
She would not do that to an innocent child.
Yes, you would.
Wait, Ama. First of all.
They have proof of what you did to his stuff.
First of all.
What?
Kitty litter. Does that sound familiar?
That wasn't his stuff.
Yes, it was.
No, most of that stuff was mine.
Yeah.
His stuff was mixed in there. But my point is, it is incredibly selfish. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Did I wake up in the Twilight Zone?
Instead of talking like a normal person, you have to bring up things that don't. Whatever this is, I can't deal with it.
You can't handle with what she's doing to me, but you have a perfect relationship.
What have I done? I don't talk to you.
We stop talking to you because you're
nuts.
Because you wouldn't stop. No.
Okay, stop for a minute. Stop for a minute. Excuse me. You intended her to read this, correct?
This had nothing to do with her.
You're such a liar.
Oh, my God. Elizabeth,
Okay,
everything's
so
about
next,
you, right?
where does Beth go from here? And what I think Cecilia needs to do in order to have any chance of health or normalcy going forward after the break. Cecilia, by any standard, not relying on Beth's perceptions, and let's just talk about only the things that the three of you agree on, that would leave us with such things as a childhood that was riddled with beatings or spankings or whoopings or thank you, give me. I'm sorry?
I never beat them. I spanked them, but it wasn't a beating.
No, there were moments where she got excessive once in a while. It wasn't, we say beatings, we mean spankings.
Whatever you call it, whatever you confirmed as happening, whatever you confirm as happening, what the three of you agree on is abuse.
Yeah.
When a child is saying, I'm taking beatings for my sister, this is so beyond a sick family dysfunction, I can't even tell you. When I hear you saying, she's lying, she wasn't being fed rotten food because no, listen to me. Y'all talk, now listen. When you say, I know that's a lie because I was the one at 9 years old that was preparing the meals, and sometimes I was feeding them raw vegetables because it's all we had at the time, then I say, okay, we've got a 9-year-old child preparing meals and feeding brother and sister, meeting the bus, taking them to the bus, doing those things. That's neglect. It's my turn. It's my turn. When you agree it was horrible, terrifying, at times harsh and rough. There were belts, slaps, peppers, hot sauce, shaved heads, cut hair, push-ups and sit-ups. Physical fights. That's what you said. You said at times I had them do push-ups and sit-ups as discipline. You said it.
Yes, sir.
That's abuse. Yes, really. Yes, really. Yes, really. Been doing this for 35 years. That's abuse. Then I say, okay, let's look at the adult-adult exchanges. You are a worthless daughter, wife, mother. I hope your husband leaves you. Your son hates you, sees through you. You're horrible. All of this stuff. I'm like, okay, it doesn't get better now. You choose forgiveness.
Yes.
Great. I'm happy for you. You choose bitterness. You choose bitterness. No one chooses healing. You seem to have an absolute unwillingness to take any ownership in any of this.
That's not true.
You think it's funny with an arrogant back of your hand laughter about the whole thing. And I think that is sad for the whole family. You have a lot of healing to do on your own, as do you. You say you have anxiety and PTSD. I would hope that you would deal with that at some point. For you, this is obviously a real challenge for you right now that's very acute, and I want to offer you help with that. There's a program called OnSite, which is a very intensive program. It's located on a beautiful ranch outside of Nashville, Tennessee, and it's just a worldwide leader in therapeutic intensive workshops and treatment, and really specializing in emotional trauma and mental health issues. And I've talked to them, and they would like very much for you to come and spend some time with them to just focus on yourself and getting past some of the trauma that is really burdening you right now. And I'm gonna offer that to you, and we'll talk to you some more about that backstage. And I offer help to the two of you as well, if and when you want to do that. You know, I'm all about reunifying family, but I think you've got a lot of issues you need to deal with personally before you want to put your mother hat on. I want to thank all of my guests today. A very special thanks to Miles Adcox and OnSite for offering the help for Beth. And then we'll be providing help as well, at least offering help as well, for Tiffany and Cecilia as well when we talk with them backstage. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you next time.
Dr. Phil, a former guest,
5 years ago, I cussed out your producer.
her daughter who lives on the streets.
I saw her being handcuffed on the news.
For the first time in 2 years,
You said you wanted to come home, and you said no.
they'll face off.
You are not going to use my house as a squat house.
You don't know what I'm doing.
I understand.
That you screwed my brain up and fried it like a psycho. I'm psychotic now, dude.
Let's do it.
Have a good show, everybody. Here we go.
This is a safe place to talk about hard things.
Stand by. We'll count you down.
I try to be an emotional compass and point you in the right direction.
5, 4.
I am not giving up on you. You know, a few years ago, I did a show featuring parents with extreme discipline styles. Now, one of those guests was Tammy, a mother who would unleash her special brand of anger by yelling and screaming at her 2 teenage daughters.
You tell him don't ever send something like that to my phone again, ever.
I'm an angry mom.
You show some respect and don't slam the door.
My mother is a very angry person.
That's why we're going 45, because you gotta be on your phone instead of paying attention to the damn road. God.
So when you're on the road, you think that traffic is supposed to part like the Red Sea so you can sail down the road because you are the most important person in the world?
Almost. Not quite, but almost.
Well, who the hell are you? What are you mad at? Are you mad that your life didn't work out the way it was supposed to? You yell at them, but it isn't them.
I feel like I've been cheated my whole life.
You're the mom now, and that means you can choose to be different. You gonna come back and tell us how it's working?
Sure.
Well, that was 5 years ago when Tammy used screaming and cursing as her only method of discipline. Well, after the show, Tammy claims she took my advice by curbing her anger and setting up strong boundaries with her daughter, Tatiana. But things seemingly took a turn for the worse 3 years ago, and Tammy says she had no choice when Tatiana refused to abide by her rules, which were really, I think, quite reasonable. Either stay in school, get a job, volunteer, or you'd have to just move out. She says Tatiana picked the latter and has been living on the streets, which includes panhandling for money, train hopping, and hitchhiking around the United States. Tammy wonders if it's all her fault.
Since I've been on the Dr. Phil show, I am not such an angry person. It saved my life, but my 2 girls have taken 2 different paths. My youngest, Tamika, went from getting D's and F's to getting ready to start her first year of college. However, with my older daughter, things have not gone so well. Things changed for Tatiana when she would not go back to school for her senior year. I gave her 3 options: get a job, get a volunteer position, or she could do anything towards education. She left that day and never came home again. She told me she was going to sleep under the bridge with her friends. Tatiana has not slept in my house again since then. Day after Tatiana turned 18, she got in a fight with the food cart vendors downtown, and she was arrested.
Police have just arrested several people in downtown Portland after that fight at a food cart pod.
A long-standing feud between the downtown food cart owners and these street kids really came to a violent head.
I came home from work and saw her being handcuffed on the news. I felt heartbroken. Tatiana has been now living on the streets for almost 3 years. About 1 month ago, I got a message that asked if she could come home for a month. I told Tatiana she could not come home with the lifestyle she's currently living. The decision not to let Tatiana come back home has been one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make in my life. I want to know from Dr. Phil, have I made the right decision?
Well, it's good to see you again.
Thank you, Dr. Phil.
Let's talk about when you left here before. Did I get through to you? Did you listen?
Oh, I definitely listened. It was very interesting to me to find out that I was the issue, not Tatiana, not Tamika, not anybody else. I really didn't grasp that before. I was too busy blaming everybody else and everything outside of me, and I was miserable. You were right. I was miserable.
Since then, you made a quantum shift in the way you approach this with a lot of hard work after the show, because we always say this is the beginning, not the end, when we first meet, that a lot of work starts then.
Absolutely.
But Tatiana decided that she just wasn't going to go to school anymore.
Yeah, and wanted 6 months to, as she said, run with my friends and do what I want, and then you can talk to me again about what I will or won't do. It was very scary because I really didn't think Tatiana would make the choice that she's made.
I have some excerpts of your letter. Now, when did you write this?
October 24th of 2012.
Okay, so you gave her a month. So you said by November 23rd, so I'm going to give you a month here to put this into effect. And if you don't do this within a month, then I'm going to give you a couple of weeks to get out.
December 9th would have been 1 week after her 18th birthday.
Okay. A lot of parents are watching this, and they're wondering, because I always talk about you got to take a stand and you got to do what you believe. She said you must be doing at least one of the following by November 23rd in order to continue living here as of December 9th, 2012. One, have a paying job, and you can keep the money. It's not like I'm going to start charging you rent and groceries and utilities and all of that. Two, volunteer at least 10 hours a week.
I was even willing to pay her minimum wage. I told her I would give her minimum wage for the volunteer hours that she worked, and I would not tax as long as I could verify that she was actually volunteering somewhere.
And three, participating in education, career advancement. And if you choose not to do at least one of these things, then you'll have to find another place to live by December 9th, 2012. Yeah. This letter reads very differently than the woman that I met on stage who was screaming at people from your car for being on their cell phone, you sons of bitches.
That is significantly different than what I would have said and done 5 years ago. Because 5 years ago, I cussed out your producer. I cussed out the airport guy because he gave me wrong directions, the driver because he didn't have a sign. I even cussed somebody out after your show because they wouldn't let me walk around the lot.
And your question for me is, did you do the right thing? And I'm going to give you my honest opinion right after the break.
I have no respect for my mom. She makes me out to be the bad guy. I didn't move out. My mother typed me an eviction notice and made me sign it. I packed my bags and I left.
And later...
We're not homeless. We have family. All of us who are on the streets are so screwed up from something that has happened to us that we don't know what to do. I don't have the answers for you.
When Tatiana first left the house, I would go visit Tatiana under whatever local bridge or whatever street she told me she was on and take her food on a weekly basis.
So right now, I've come down to underneath one of our bridges. This is one of the areas where I used to see Tatiana and bring her food. This is another one of the weekly areas where I would come feed my daughter.
Portland, Oregon has made the news recently with the overpopulation of transient homeless teens. Now, that was former guest Tammy showing us where she used to find her daughter, Tatiana, as one of the hundreds of Portland street kids. Now, Tammy came to the show 5 years ago about moms and their uncontrollable anger. Now, after the show, she said she was able to curb her temper and put her youngest daughter, Tamika, on the right path. But unfortunately, her relationship with her eldest daughter, Tatiana, suffered. 3 years ago, Tammy says Tatiana, then 17, announced she was not finishing school, So Tammy gave her a choice. Either stay in school, get a job, volunteer, or you're going to have to find somewhere else to live. Much to Tammy's surprise and disappointment, Tatiana chose to pack up and move out that very day and has been living on the streets ever since.
After the Dr. Phil show, my mom kicked me out and I've been living on the streets. But I didn't move out. My mother typed me an eviction notice and made me sign it. I didn't want to do it. And I tried to communicate with my mom and explain to her why I wasn't going to school, but she doesn't listen to what I have to say. I packed my bags and I left. My choice of traveling is definitely hitchhiking, but I used to hop freight trains as well. The best thing about traveling on a freight train would have to be the sights you see. It's just so wonderful and great, and it's just awesome. I've been to Oregon, Washington, California, Nevada, Arizona, Montana, Idaho, Texas, Tennessee, Arkansas. I get into fistfights all the time. This one time, I guess for lack of a better word, it was a really pathetic attempt at a sexual assault. It's this drunk guy that I had been hanging out with all day that ran at me and grabbed my throat and shoved me backwards. And I flipped out my pocket knife and I grabbed his arm and I cut from right here to here. And I said, next time you think about doing that to a girl, you're gonna look at that scar and you're not gonna do that ever again to anybody. I asked my mom if I could come home just to see her over Christmas. She was like, no, I'm not gonna let you squat around the house. I don't really care about my mom's opinion on anything. She makes me out to be the bad guy. She really does need help.
And a lot of these kids out here on the streets have families they get to go back to for Christmas, and I can't do that.
Well, Tammy hasn't seen 20-year-old Tatiana in 2 years. So, Tatiana, come on out.
Can I please have a Tati? Please come.
How are you?
Tatiana, how are you?
How are you?
Have a seat.
Right on. Okay.
Well, I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
How do you feel about being here?
I'm not excited about it at all, but I feel privileged for sure.
Yeah. Why are you not excited about it?
Well, I wasn't really excited about getting my lifestyle exploited. I just feel that it's hard for people to understand what I'm doing and why I'm doing it.
You think it might be mischaracterized?
Yes, that would be a more correct word, yes.
Well, then let's listen. That's the good thing about your being here. You have the floor and you can set anything straight that seems to be mischaracterized. And I do have some questions.
All right.
That maybe will help you, because you said your mother kicked you out.
Mm-hmm.
I find it interesting that you see it that way, because I read the letter, the eviction notice that you talked about. What did you want to happen?
I wanted understanding, to be brutally honest with you. My reason for not going to school was the fact that I had such a stressful household.
I totally get why you would have trouble finding traction in school and in life at that early time, because you were living in a situation that was just rah, 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 rah all the time. I get that.
I think at this point, I understand that my lifestyle may not be the most favored, but my family wasn't giving me the help, so I learned at a young age that I have to rely on myself and do what makes me happy. And that may not look good to other people, and it may not make sense to other people, but if it makes me happy, that's what really matters in the long run.
Yeah, I understand that theory more than you might imagine. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about what life on the streets is really like for Tatiana, and I'm going to tell her why I understand that and exactly what I understand about it. We'll be right back.
This is my machete. It's a kukri. Just for safety. I try to just live day by day and not worry about the future.
And later,
I understand that I have made so many mistakes.
Like, I'm psychotic now, dude. I can't have normal conversations. You know how hard it is for me to talk to someone who lives in a house?
Former guest Tatiana was arrested along with 5 other people almost 3 years ago for allegedly attacking a food cart vendor while living on the streets. Today, she still lives on the streets. She train hops. She hitchhikes. She doesn't consider herself homeless. She considers herself a traveler. At the break, you said you're really frustrated right now. What are you frustrated about?
The fact that that specific video clip, what it said during it, what was followed by it's mostly for protection, was the fact that I've never used it for protection. That's not a weapon, it's a tool. Mm-hmm. That's why I have it.
Well, that's why you're here to clarify. So this is it, and this is a, you carry this with you?
Yeah.
Do you understand that somebody out there could take that and hurt you with that?
Why do you think that's going to happen, Mother?
I don't think that's going to happen.
Why are you worried about
asking you if, because I love you. That's why I'm worried about it.
You don't know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I'm fine. You have still not tried to reach out, ask me what I'm doing or why I'm doing it, or try to even attempt to understand what's going on in my head.
Why are you calling me and asking me to come home if you think I don't care?
Because I need
And why
family.
do we have conversations with each other on Facebook all the time about how much I love you? And I ask you, are you staying safe? Are you ready to change yet what you're doing?
You've never asked
No,
me.
Mommy, I'm fine.
I know that maybe it's hard for you to understand because you think I'm just trying to mooch off of you guys or be in and out of your life or whatever. But look, honestly, the thing is, Mom, you know Dad doesn't talk to me. I don't talk to my dad. I have no family. All these dirty kids out here, all my friends and stuff, get to go home and see their family for Christmas. You know why? Because their family loves them and understands that what they're doing right now is just a phase. Just like you used to tell me when I was younger and in high school, and you used to say,
3 years. This isn't a phase. This is a lifestyle you've now developed. I thought you would go through a phase
and what's wrong with it? And what's wrong with it? Tell me exactly.
dangerous.
How do you know that?
Because you're living on the streets. Look at the scars all over you. I can look at your hands and see scars
That's
all
from getting
over
mosquito bites. Of course, it's a little dangerous.
I don't have mosquito bites all over me.
Because you stay in your house all day.
You, after Tammy refused to let you come home, Tatiana, anyone in Portland willing to let me and my 4-year-old house-trained 20-pound dog stay with them over Christmas? I'm house-trained, willing to shower, clean, cook. What is spange?
Spange means spare change, but it's like a word compounded together that we use as it's a nicer way of saying panhandling.
And not loiter around your house all day and eat your food. So when your mom said you can't come home, you posted that and said, will anybody let me come stay with them? So you don't always want to be on the street. But Tatiana showed us what a day in her life as a street kid, as they're referred to, is like. You gave us a bit of a tour. Let's take a look.
Oh, Julie. We're in Golden Gate Park, and I'm going to show you where I kind of hang out and do my daily things. This is Tank. She's digging something up. It might be a ground squirrel. These are the bathrooms over here. It's clean today. It's nice. This is my sink. Me and like of other people, this is where I go to take a shower. It's a nice little area to wash up, and people are friendly here. I've been in 12 states total. I try not to stay in towns for longer than 2 weeks at a time. I'm not really homeless, I'm a traveler. Everywhere's my home. I panhandle. I ask people for change. I haven't eaten today. I don't really know where my next meal is coming from, but I'm okay with that. It's just my backpack. I just carry all my in it. This is my Thermarest. It recycles your body heat. Got a pair of socks in here. This is sadly my tarp. Big. And clean. I washed it the other day. I also have a really cool marijuana pipe. This is my machete. It's a kukri. It's just for safety. I put my backpack up by my head, my shoes by my head, and I go to sleep. I try to just live day by day and not worry about the future. I'm so lonely. I have a dog, the only thing that understands me.
Where would you place your life quality on a 1 to 10?
I'd say like a 7 or an 8.
Well, I want to ask you some questions about that and tell you why I find that hard to believe. And it doesn't escape me that you're the one in the tape piece that said the machete was for safety, not for brush clearing. But Those were your words, not ours.
Oh, trust me, I said it. It just was decided not to get put into the... No, I understand that this is supposed to be portrayed as a huge drama.
No.
My lifestyle's horrible.
No, actually, that's not
I'm doing the wrong
case.
thing.
Actually,
I get it.
No, you don't get it. You don't even almost get it. And you'll understand why I say that when we come back.
That's what you think of me.
Tell her what she should think.
What am I missing?
You should have just at least tried to understand me before you dragged me onto here.
Her 20-year-old Tatiana has been living on the streets and traveling around the country the past 3 years, hitchhiking and train hopping. You said you get that the whole purpose here is to portray this as some big drama, horrible lifestyle. You couldn't be more wrong. The truth of the matter is, I've been homeless.
Damn, really?
I lived on the streets, and I know that it's not fun, it's not cool, it's not always dangerous, it's mostly just boring.
Yeah, big time.
You said you wanted to come home, and you said no.
You told me I was in a squat at your house. You used the word squat.
I said you are not going to come home and use my house as a squat house for 30 days and then go back out to the streets. So until you change that lifestyle, you can't come back to the house.
Okay.
It doesn't mean you're not welcome in the house.
No,
you are always welcome. You can always come home. I will forever be here for you.
Funny.
You must make changes first in order to come back home.
I have no family. I have nothing out here at all. I got myself and my dog, and I got my friends that I get to see, but you don't get to tell people everything, you know? It's whatever. I don't really mind it. I've gotten used to it at this point. I just wanted a family, you know?
It
It's
hurt your
just,
feelings.
yeah, it's devastating.
You're calling me to come home for 30 days while you're out living on the streets, doing drugs, running the streets. I don't know where you're at.
That's how you think of me? That's really what you think about me? That's what you think of me.
Well, tell her what she should think.
What am I missing?
You should have just at least tried to understand me before you dragged me onto here, dude.
I understand that I have made so many mistakes in your life.
That you screwed my brain up and fried it like a psycho? Like, I'm psychotic now, dude. I can't have normal conversations. You know how hard it is for me to talk to someone who lives in a house? I can't do it. I really can't. It's really weird, and it makes me feel awkward because I never got a chance to learn responsibility. So how am I supposed to go from being homeless and doing what I'm doing what makes me happy, what I think is right for myself? I feel that what I'm doing is right. I feel justified in everything that I'm doing. And I'm trying to understand where people on the other side are coming from, saying that you're homeless, you shouldn't be doing this, we're worried about you. But no one's tried to understand. No one's listening. The only people that listen are the other homeless people I hang out with. Homeless people. I'm saying that word on television. We're not homeless. We travel. We have family. All of us who are on the streets are so screwed up from something that has happened to us that we don't know what to do.
Okay, so I don't have the answers for you, and I don't know what else to do. And financially, I can't just protect you and get you and pull you away.
I'm not asking you for money. I haven't asked you. I didn't ask you to take care of me. And you wouldn't give me a chance.
I do the things I do, and I'm making the decisions I'm making because I love you. And I just want to see you have a better life for yourself.
This is what I want for my life. I love it. I love traveling.
Then maybe I'm missing something.
You are.
Because you don't sound happy when you call me and tell me you're lonely.
Because you're my
and
mom.
You miss me.
You're my mom. You're supposed to be there so I can cry on your shoulder and talk to you about boys and, like, tell you that my life sucks, even when it doesn't. Just like I was when I was a kid, and I'm like, oh, my life's so horrible. What am I going to do? I got this roof over my head and food to eat. Like, we cry about things to let it out. You can't just, you know what I mean? I call you and talk to you because you're my mom, and, like, I'm supposed to be able to talk to you and cry to you about dumb things that should be irrelevant. And you should, I understand where you could take those things a bit personally and say, wow, she's really upset out there. Maybe I should do something to help. I just want you to talk to me. I just want you to be my family, dude. I don't want anything from you but love. And for you to understand what I'm doing is right for me.
Don't respond to that. Just listen to it. No. You need to hear what she just said. Don't respond to it. Just hear it. We're going to take a break. Tammy has another daughter, 18-year-old Tamika, who has not seen her sister since Tatiana left home. The sisters are about to see each other when we come back.
The last time I saw her, we went to an IHOP with my mom, and she was drunk. My greatest fear for Tatiana is that she's going to die young.
There's another family member who has a lot to say and is really missing Tatiana, and that's her little sister, Tamika.
After appearing on the Dr. Phil show, my mom stopped having outbursts. It was wonderful. But Tatiana just kind of seemed to be the same. When Tatiana first left, I was really angry. I couldn't believe that she just would leave me there because we had just started getting close again. When she calls every once in a while, it feels like I'm talking to a stranger. I want my mother and Tatiana to get along. The last time I saw her, we went to an IHOP with my mom, and she was drunk. My greatest fear for Tatiana is that she's going to die young.
Well, Tatiana hasn't seen her little sister since she left home 3 years ago. But Tamika is here, and she's been waiting to see her. So, Tamika, come on out.
Dude, you look so pretty. You look so different, bro.
Tamika, it's good to see you.
Oh, it's good to see you too. Sorry.
It's all right.
Oh, you look way different.
How's it feel to see your sister?
I don't know. It's weird. I mean, it's wonderful.
It is weird.
I'm looking at a stranger. And I want to look, but it's hard. Yeah.
You miss her?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And how do you feel to see your little sister?
Excited because I've been waiting for this forever. I don't feel like I'm looking at a stranger, but I understand that I've changed a lot.
Yeah. You said you want these two to get along and stop the Cold War.
This has lasted too long, and you want to have a relationship with her, and she wants to have a relationship with you. Just sit down, talk about it. This is what you guys have wanted. Stop this. You're pushing yourself away from her.
Here, come here.
I never thought about it that way either. I never really looked at it that way either.
Go ahead. You're doing great.
No, seriously.
No, you made me nervous.
What else
I like
you do?
that seat better.
Okay. You're going to dummy up in the hot seat. I'll move you back. But your point is right. I mean, this is something that this has to be talked about, right? I mean,
Yeah. This has lasted too long. This is ridiculous how long this has lasted. It's just ridiculous at this point. I love you, but ridiculous is the only word I can think of.
I know that it's like I'm taking everything for granted, but I don't even know.
You don't sound ridiculous.
Not at all.
Because I don't know how to explain it to you guys. Because I do like my lifestyle a lot, and I don't talk about it because it's not just me living this lifestyle. It's thousands and thousands and thousands of other people too, and all of us get judged a lot all the time. I get judged all the time. I don't have somewhere to call home, and then when I call you and you judge me, you know how bad that hurts.
So sorry.
When I call you because I was rude to, or got my face spit in, or got pushed over, and I call you and I'm just like, Mommy, this sucks, or Mika, this sucks.
it sucks, but I'm calling you guys because sometimes I go through things and I just want a little bit of like, no, it's okay, you know, I want you guys to just say like something to make me feel better, anything. I just want to know that somebody loves me and cares about me, and then I'm not just the only one having to deal with this. Because I want a family too.
You have family. You just... I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
First off, I've heard you say several times that it's hard for you to sit here right now because everybody in this audience is judging you. I can tell you these people may not agree with every decision you're making, but I'll promise you these people are not judging you right now. And they're judging you, they're judging me because I've been where you are. And I've been married to that woman out there for 39 years, and she will tell you... That's Robin. Wave, Robin, so she can see you. I think she will tell you I'm the least judgmental person she's ever met. I'm the least judgmental person I've ever met. I can tell you for sure. I got two boys. One of them is so tatted up, people would pick, if they were line up 1,000 kids, they would say, this one is the last one they would pick as Dr. Phil's son. He's highly talented. He's very creative. He's very individual. This is
awesome.
Him. He has a hell of a lot more tattoos than that. Same kid, with him or without him. Doesn't matter to me. Look, not even God can change what has happened. You've made a lot of mistakes early on.
Absolutely.
You had a lot of mistakes made in your life early on. The legacy is being passed, and that needs to stop. If she says, I want to know that I can come home for a couple of weeks, we drug tested her. She's overcome a lot of things in her life. She's at a good place with that right now. If she wants to come home and stay for a couple of weeks or whatever, I think you should let her do that. I think she should know that she's got a home base that she can cycle through. And I think you should do that, respecting the boundaries. And I don't think you should try to solve a lot of problems right now. But I do think you need to transition to a safer, more rewarding situation that doesn't involve giving up your dog.
Yeah.
You don't give up a dog.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
You don't give up a dog.
I've had that dog for 4 years, you're telling me.
Yeah. You're dealing with a lot of hurt, and you're underestimating yourself. And I hate for you being out there in an incommunicado situation. And the first thing I would like to do is connect you with a lifeline so you can. I mean, I just personally, I would like to give you an iPhone or an iPad or something. Just let me give you a gift where you can reach out when you need to reach out. I don't like you being out of contact.
I don't like it either.
And then let me arrange for you to have some professional help in terms of life coach, transitional coaching, whatever is necessary to help you start making a plan at your pace when you're ready to do it. I can make this happen through something called Doctor on Demand, where you can reach out to this person electronically from anywhere. So you have somebody that you trust, that you can talk to privately to work on these things. And this is at your pace, your discretion to do what you want to do, because I think you can do more. I think you want to do more. But will you take that help?
Yeah.
I want to help you. I'm not judging you. I want to help you.
Yeah. I don't want to stop traveling yet, though.
I didn't ask you to.
Yeah, but I do want help, yes.
I'm just saying I'll help you. If you need, you do what you need to do, but that time is going to come when you say, I'm ready to start doing some different things. It's hard to overcome the momentum of one lifestyle and change into another one. And I just want to be able to help you do that when you're ready to do it the way you want to do it. I'm not trying to force you to do it, not putting a timetable on you. I'm just saying I want you to know that whenever you're ready to do it and you say, you know what, this is one of those times where I'm ready to make a switch.
Yeah.
And I want you to have the resources to do that with. And if you at home want your own Doctor on Demand, just go to Google Play Store or the iTunes App Store and download the Doctor on Demand app. Now, first, Tamika was giving some pretty good advice up here. Now I understand there's a 6-year-old out there giving her divorcing parents advice who is winning the hearts of millions. I'll share my thoughts about that after the break. Okay. I found something else while we were researching around that I wanted to talk about, because one of the things that I hear people say, I hear them say it all the time on this stage, they say, you know what, the kids don't really know what's going on. Really? You really think kids don't know what's going on between you and your spouse? Trust me, they do. They know what's going on. They hear what's said. They hear what isn't said. They even notice if you set your coffee cup down with a little extra bang in the morning. Out of the mouths of babes, trust me. Now, little 6-year-old Tiana just might change your mind about how much kids know.
Mom, are you ready to be his friend?
Yes.
Try not to be that high up to be friends. I want everything to be low, okay?
Okay.
Just try your best. I don't want you and my dad to be replaced and meanies again. I want you and my dad to be placed as settled and be friends. I'm not trying to be mean. I just want everyone to be friends. And if I can be nice, I think all of us can be nice too. I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm trying to do my best in my heart. Nothing else than that. I want you, Mom, my dad, everyone to be friends. I want everyone to be smiling, not like being mad. I want everything to smile.
You hear what she's saying. She's saying, settle down. Bring it down. I want you to be friends. I'm not trying to be mean. I just want you to be friends. I have 2 rules when it comes to children, and they're really, really important rules to follow. Number 1, do not burden them with situations they cannot control, because it makes them feel helpless. And do not ask them to deal with adult issues. That makes them feel helpless. Think about this. Children hear what's said. They feel what isn't said. Think about that next time you're running your own agenda in a house with paper-thin walls. I'd like to thank all of my guests today. We'll see you next time. Thanks so much.